suicide, dial 988. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Milwaukee, we are live and direct from the American Family Insurance in the heart of downtown. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. 101.7 The Truth. I got my brother, Digi Meech, in the building.
Welcome to the Tap In.
What's the word, Meech?
You know, what is it? Hump Day?
Yeah, Hump Day. Should have played the Humpty Dance. It's a beautiful day today in Milwaukee. Starting to feel like summertime for the first time in a long time. This is actually my first time back home in the summer within 2 years. So I'm excited. Go to the lake, catch some action. Yeah. What's the word? How you doing today, Meech?
I'm good.
Good.
Like you said, the weather's been good last few days. Ate good today.
What you eat? You ain't bring me
I
none.
made some burgers.
Oh, okay.
I'm light, but I ate good. It was had all the toppings.
Yeah.
Stacked up to the top.
Yeah. Ooh. You rub it in my face.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the Tap In. Again, it's your host, Jazz Tyler, Digi Meech. First and foremost, shout out to everybody who is tuning in. Shout out to the chat. We are live and direct. Today, we want to hear from you. So we are encouraging everyone to give us a call. That's 833-212-1017. Tap in with us. Let us know what's on your mind, how you feeling today. Again, this platform is not just for the youth, it's for everyone. But we mainly want to hear from the youth and see what it is that you guys have on your mind, what you're going through, how you feeling, and how can we help you?
Really?
Yeah. Let's get into it. So I was having a conversation with some of my youth and my children, and we were talking about jobs.
Yeah.
What does it look like as a teen to work? Our schools preparing students for real careers, and is college still the best route based off of entrepreneurship and just content creation and streaming? Like, there's so many other avenues for youth to make money. So we're trying to figure out, tap in, let us know your thoughts. I remember working as a teen, and
What was your first job?
The Midwest Express Center. It's called the Barrett Center now. It went from Midwest Express Center, U.S. Sailor, Arena, all of that stuff. But at that time, I was about 15 and a half, and back then, we were making way more than any other job. We were making about $12 an hour. It's like 2002.
Back then, it was like $7.25.
Yeah, yeah. So it was
Probably still is.
It was really good, but I really enjoyed that job because we got a chance to work at the arena, the U.S. Sailor Arena. So we were able to watch the concerts, work at the theater, and watch the plays and all of that good stuff. And then after that, I got a job at Foot Locker at the Grand Avenue Mall.
Did you feel like you moved up?
I did. That was the plug.
Oh, yeah, you trying to get your shoes.
That was a plug. Yeah. See, everybody back then was rocking Jordans. I was a huge Iverson fan, so I was rocking Iversons. Like, I literally got that job just so I can buy my Iverson
the ones
shoes.
with the zipper?
I had those too, but I had the question mids. I used to hoop, so I always bought the question mids for the ankle protection. But yeah, Foot Locker, I remember seeing J.R. Smith, like, in his prime, like, all types of people would come in and out. I think it was just a really cool job. And I'm wondering if these type of jobs are jobs that the youth are still interested in.
Yeah, I mean, my first job was working at State Fair, like the parking.
Oh, that's cracking.
In Park. Yeah, it was cracking. It was all right.
Yeah.
I forgot his name, but,
Yeah.
I used to work with somebody. We was doing what teens do in the parking lot, But it was pretty good.
Where did you work after that?
Started working in the studio.
See?
Music. Went straight to just pursuing my dream.
Yes.
Pretty much. But during the summer, I worked with my pops. Shout out to Pops, and they probably out there on the job site now doing construction.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm wondering because when I go shopping nowadays, I rarely ever see any teens working in the malls anymore. Like maybe some fast food restaurants, but it just seemed like it's not a thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, where are all of the youth? A lot of the youth that I work with, I know majority of their jobs are at like Metro Marketplace and, you know, things of that nature. But it just sparked, it made me curious. You know, what is it? Is it that they aren't able to find jobs? Are employers not giving them opportunities? Do they not have the experience? Is it entitlement to where they feel like they don't have to work? You know, what is causing the lack of employment for our teens?
You know, back then, it was a different process. I don't know if it's the same process now, but we had to, you know, get
work
to school.
permit.
Yeah, we had to get a work permit. You know, get to school 20 hours a week. Get to school to sign off on it.
You know what? I've never done that for my daughter. My oldest daughter, I've never had to fill out a work permit.
How old is she?
She's 17 now, but she's been working since she was 14. Her and my son. Their first job was at IHOP, but I don't ever remember.
I think we did that for my daughter when she was 13.
Filling out the
when she was a freshman.
Yeah, it's like I remember vividly my mom having to go to school to have my work permit filled out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm wondering if that's a thing. Let
us know. Call in.
Yeah, call in and let us know.
Is the work permit still out here?
Is the work permit? So, question, right? How do you feel about schools and preparing students for real careers? Like, I remember I went to Sammy Morris Middle School. Shout out to Dr. Onick. Dr. Onick was like Mr. What's the name from Lean on Me?
Yeah.
Like, he was serious business. But
HNIC.
yes, but the structure was needed. But at Morris, we had shop class. We had home economics, so we learned how to sew, how to cook, we made lamps. You know, we did all of these things, which is more so of trades, but it still was life skills that would help us, you know, be able to obtain a job. And then in high school, I'm not sure if they still do this, but I know when we were in school, different high schools were based off of careers. So I went to Juneau, that was nursing. Bayview was law.
I went to Tech.
That was engineering, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was construction. On the first floor. I did computers.
Yeah. Marshall was communications.
Yeah.
So there was, you know, MPS was very intentional about being career driven when it come down to the teens. And now I know due to budget cuts and a multitude of other things that there really isn't any of that.
Yeah,
in
I know they took
anymore.
shop out when I was in high school. We only did that freshman year.
Yeah, and
like
then we wonder
shop.
why these children don't know how to use their hands. They don't know they don't have the basic life skills. And I'm a little bit nervous because
Who's gonna work on your house? Who's gonna work on your car?
Hello?
Who's gonna come do your plumbing, huh?
Who's going to do it? I'm not doing it. Who's going to do it, right? So we want to hear from you again. Are schools preparing students for real careers, and is college still the best route? So to my point, you know, a few seconds ago, with there being so many different avenues such as content creation and streaming and music and hair and aesthetics and all of these things, is college still the go-to? You know, I know a lot of youth who are still going to college, but by the time you get to college, for some people, if you don't have a scholarship, you have to pay out of pocket, and then after you graduate, you don't make what you should be making after spending all that money on student loans. So I'm just curious to see from, you know, parents and youth, what are you guys' thought? Tap in with us, 833-212-1017. We want to hear from you. Are schools preparing students for real careers, and is college still the best route?
Yeah, what you think?
I think that you should always have options, right? I did attend college. I didn't graduate, but I attended, and I attended for communications. But I also have always been very, self-driven, independent. Like, I knew since I was young what I wanted to do, entrepreneurship. And back then, that was not taught to us. Entrepreneurship wasn't taught. Trades is not, a big thing. I mean, it's becoming more relevant, but it's not a big thing either.
Trading.
But trading, right. Exactly. But I think it's just, you have to personalize it based off of the child. So I have 3 children, and this is crazy. It's going to sound crazy, but it worked for me. All 3 of my children, when they all were in school, went to 3 different school districts. And the reason being is because I needed to cater to who they were individually to make sure that they will become successful. I tried to putting my 2 oldest in school together. That did not work whatsoever. Like, that was a horrible decision. But my son ended up going to Greenfield. My daughter went to MAS. And then my youngest daughter ended up going to Cash Street. And what I've noticed is that with my daughter going to MAS, it catered to her wanting to play basketball. And now she has a scholarship to go play basketball in college. Whereas my son, I know Greenfield was a little bit different. They do push that, but he's more on being an entrepreneur in trades. So I think it just really depends on the parent or the guardian and the youth. I don't feel like we should force our youth to do things because we want them to do it. Meaning that, now, I will say this, legacy is important. Yeah. So you want to make sure that your legacy continues. But again, I feel like we are all our own individual selves. And sometimes you can hinder your child by pushing them in the direction that you want them to go, which is why ultimately they will end up rebelling. And then you spend all daddy's money, at college and don't graduate because you want to do art. Yeah. And now daddy's mad because daughter, he spent all this money on your tuition.
And my daughter took the college route. So we end up having to kind of go through the process with her. Yeah. She ended up getting a scholarship to Notre Dame and for architecture. So
that's amazing.
To be an architect, I'm pretty sure that you can't just come out of high school and be an architect. With the information I got now that she's in the program. Yes. So through those type of fields, I think college is the route. Yeah. And then you got sports. Yep. So until like the NBA or NFL take the eligibility down. Yeah. So you remember that was low. Yep. It was 18 and no one going to college. And they were staying in college for a year.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Let's get into it. We want to hear from you too. Our school's preparing students for real careers, and is college still the best route? Tap in with us, 833-212-1017. We got to head to break, but we will be back. Do not touch that dial.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
So altogether, you're looking at $1,780 for your mortgage and for your property taxes in a year. And that's before you have to deal with, obviously, your water bill and electric bill. That's a steep price that people have to pay. And based off those numbers I just ran, to afford a home like that, you got to make $65,000 a year. But the problem is, here in Milwaukee, the median household income is only $54,234. That's out of whack. So again, I am all about affordability. I'm all about people getting homes. But what we have to understand is that until homes are more affordable, you can have a supply and demand problem. But the problem that we have here in the city of Milwaukee is that these prices, when people are listing these houses, they're listing them for prices that people really can't afford. And even if you do get the house and you're paying that, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is about finding something that fits within your budget and building equity for the future.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Ready to grow your business? Then connect with the City of Milwaukee at City Connect 2026, the city's 3rd annual vendor fair sponsored by BMO Harris Bank. Join local businesses, community partners, and city leaders Thursday, May 28th at Milwaukee City Hall from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Learn how to compete for city contracts, navigate the bid process, explore small business certifications, and build valuable connections through workshops and networking opportunities. Visit milwaukee.gov/vendor fair for details.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, Children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
Happy Hump Day, Milwaukee. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct in the studio, 101.7 The Truth. I got my bro, Digi Meech in the building. Meech, what's the word?
We got Z on it right now.
Why you looking at me like I did something?
Nah, because you be on it, man.
Yeah,
you be on it. You run that Humpty Dumpty in. As soon as you said it, yeah.
He know what time it is. So welcome back to the show. We are talking about our schools preparing our students for real careers, and is college still the best option? Meech, the chat is blowing up.
Yeah, so we got Jasmine West saying, nope, I don't think a lot of schools are prepping the kiddos for the real work. And then we got LaRon Taylor said, high school is full of electives. If you don't sign up for SHOP, you don't get a shot. It's not mandatory, neither is financial literacy. You got to sign up for those classes.
Yeah, that's true. And
LaRon said some more.
That's a fact.
You want to be an upper management or an executive, you have the knowledge to own your own company. College is best for you. If you want to work for somebody or under somebody, trades are the best for you.
Hey, LaRon, that started to sound like Suge Knight a little bit. If you want to run an upper management or an executive.
Come to death row.
No, but honestly, again, just picking back up where we left off, I feel like, it really depends on the child. Everybody is not built for college. Everybody is not built for entrepreneurship. So as a guardian, as a parent, it's up to you to discern which route is best for your child. And to LaRon's point again, the high schools are full of electives. As an educator by day, my class is an elective. So the studio is an opportunity for them to vent and to create. And we still have to, give out grades, but it's still an elective. And the problem with electives is that a lot of the seniors, if they don't need the credit, they won't come. So then that kind of, and it messes everything up, because I have some really, really, really extremely talented seniors. And it's like, if I can get some of them to come to the class, or, well, not now, but in the beginning of the semester, if I can get some of them to come to the class, then we can take their talent, and push them along the way. But if they feel like they don't need the elective, then there's no point. The flip side of that is I absolutely support electives as long as it pertains to allowing them to express themselves. So, for example, at Howard Fuller High School, we have fashion design, we have theater, there's band, there's dance, there's the studio. So that's more so built around the arts. And I think it needs to be presented that way. So if you are involved in schools as a parent and your child has electives, please educate yourself on electives and make sure you understand the difference between an elective and just a regular class. Because again, a lot of students skip electives if they feel like they don't need those credits.
That, and just, the type of electives that it is, some of them just so expensive to get the equipment, like for trades.
Exactly.
For machines, to have them in the school.
Yeah.
Some schools still don't got air conditioning.
Yep, that's a fact.
So
that's a fact.
Being like budget.
Yeah.
Money.
Yep. And now they have a lot of, it looked like MPS partnered with the UW system, college system, because my daughter was taking college courses her senior year in high school that she'll be able to transfer over. She took psychology, she took English, but she hated it. She didn't like it. And I think, to her point, it's going to set her up to succeed. But then it's like your last year, your senior year, you don't really want, you want to have fun. You want something,
You know what I just thought about too? Just the alumni,
Yes.
Like if students aren't becoming what they should become and get the finances to give back to the school, is that
Ooh, make sure you just said a mouthful.
I mean, because, on another spectrum of another school district, they probably getting the funding from alumni.
Yeah, so
people that went to the school or the high school.
That's amazing. I think that model will probably work better for charter schools because charter schools are operating a little bit different than public schools. My concern with that process is if the public schools will utilize the funds the way that they need to.
I mean, that's pretty much what's
well,
going
any
on
school,
now.
charter schools too, because truth be told, a lot of schools are numbers based and not students based. Everything is about the money. The money first and then the students.
Yeah, it used to be the graduation rate.
Exactly.
Based it off the graduation rate.
Exactly. So again, tap in with us. Let us know your thoughts on the chat. Shout out to LaRon Taylor and Ken Roos that most people, they have a trade, own and run their own business. LaRon says black women would tell the black boys to go into trades while telling their girls to go to college and be sending them to Spelman, then wonder why black women are bosses. Ooh. Tell them, LaRon, put some stank on it. That's the truth. I agree. Our black young men need to have options as well, not just to go into trade, but, also college and whatever else it is that they're interested in.
Yeah, I just keep every day. I just see somebody, I know through the window.
That's amazing.
But I had another thought that they just made me almost forget. But if you sending them to Spelman, then what does that do for the area?
Wow. So, you mean as far as like them leaving home, right?
Yeah, because I had thought about, or I had heard that like most of the schools down there was like telling black athletes don't go to the school based on like what's going on.
See,
with the politics.
If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me. I have to do a little bit more research, but I'm almost positive when it comes to a lot of HBCUs, they are not black owned. None of them are. Yeah. They're funded, ran, but CEOs,
they put out
everything.
The statement trying to tell black athletes to come to HBCUs.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of
why? Because that's how they're gonna survive.
Yeah.
That's the only way that they'll be able to survive now. The HBCUs back in the day, I remember watching Different World, different TV shows and that would highlight the HBCU. It was an experience and you were proud to be a part of that college. Nowadays, it seems like it's very systematic.
I mean, it's the alumni.
It
so
is.
You got the alumni that graduated. Is they giving back?
Yeah.
Is they?
To a certain extent, but I think a lot of that is because of who's running it. Who's running the HBCUs? That's the real question. Who's behind the HBCUs? Because to me, it feels like there's a mask. Almost like, remember a few years back when they blasted the CEO of Popeyes because they had Auntie on the commercial acting like she ran the business when really she was not the CEO whatsoever.
Oh yeah, them commercials was popping.
Yeah, they was, and they fooled us all, and that's kind of what's happening with the HBCUs as well. But again,
kind of like Mr. Tendenism too.
Yeah. Well, with Mr. Tendenism, he got his own business.
Now,
before, yeah.
Before
absolutely. But to your point, I want to say Ray earlier was speaking to something similar to what you just mentioned as far as the area. And that's one of the reasons why. So my daughter was accepted to over 20 universities. Shout out to Kennedy. That's my baby. And she ended up getting a full scholarship to Mount Mary, which is local. And I wanted her to not limit herself. I wanted her to actually, step outside of Wisconsin and experience, new things and meet new people. However, with the climate of our country, just for black people in general, I did not want her to be too far away from home. Yeah. But also, to your point, I feel that if we don't start assisting with how the city is ran and what it looks like, no one's going to want to stay, right? We have so many, Marquette and UWM and all of these universities.
I don't think they do a good enough job of keeping kids in state.
No, they don't. Majority of the college students here, I'm almost positive, are probably not from Wisconsin. Yeah. And which is I understand it, but at the same time, when you go to the South and you're around the HBCUs and you're in states like Tennessee and Georgia, a lot of those, not even just in college, but music, everything, just the culture, it's all homegrown. Yeah, majority of the people there are from there.
Z had a good point. He said What'd you say, Z?
There's no incentive for them to stay here, like once they finish school.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out who we need to talk to about that. How do we create an incentive for our youth to stay in college, in state, so that they can become the future and build up the city?
I mean, the only incentive I knew was just like the I don't even know how to say it. The reciprocity.
I know what you mean.
I mean, but the tuition, fee knocked down. Yeah. So that probably was like, something we had. But I still went out of state for college.
Yeah. So the in-state tuition, going through my daughter's process, it does help, but that's for college, right? It's like, what is the incentive, to your point, for after college? Like, how do we set them up on a $7,000 signing bonus?
To say, businesses are gonna have to start chipping in and say, like, look, we're looking for fresh graduates, you know, in this major or this type of field, and if you come work with us, and if you went to school, in state, we'll be able to give you a little signing bonus to help get those loans down or something.
Absolutely. So that's something that I would love for, our youth to advocate for themselves. Can we have a signing bonus of $7,000? So, and then,
make it $10,000.
Make it $10,000, right? And then build up some properties in Milwaukee or the downtown area for the youth to be able to live in. And then they can take that bonus and purchase furnitures and cars, whatever else. But we want homegrown success. We want our youth to feel safe, to stay home, to love to be in the city of Milwaukee and work in the city of Milwaukee.
Yeah, give us a call, tap in, let us know, 833-212-1017.
Yeah.
We need to know.
We need to know.
Our schools setting kids up for the most success.
Are they?
Is college still necessary?
Yep. Woo. Yeah. Tap in with us, Milwaukee. We got to go to break, pay some bills. We will be back. Do not touch that dial.
Hey. Still think you're going to use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink, in the garage, or down in the basement? We're talking things like old antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, propane cylinders, and pesticides. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away to MMSD's Home Hazmat Drop-Off Centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to all Milwaukee County residents. There are 3 locations open year-round. Let's clean up Milwaukee.
Discover your new favorite city, Milwaukee. Catch a sunrise over Lake Michigan. Sip your way through craft breweries. And dive into a dining scene that's turning heads. From museums and music to thrilling sports teams and buzzing nightlife, Milwaukee delivers all season long. Good things are always brewing on the Fresh Coast. The expert guides at visitmilwaukee.org have everything you need to fully plan every detail. Whatever it is you'd like to do in Milwaukee. Plan your trip today at visitmilwaukee.org.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, may I ask a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have a dog.
Great. Do you have a pool outside?
Nope, just a big old backyard.
Nice. Another question. Are there any unlocked guns in the home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, let's just talk about what we can bring for dessert.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of the beautiful Milwaukee downtown. I got my brother Mech in the building. Mech, what's the word?
What's the word?
What's the word? We have a caller. Ken, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Thank you for calling in. What's on your mind?
I just want to chime in on the schools are pretty much college preparatory for the most part, and most of the things that colleges are offering today are being taken over by AI.
Mm-hmm.
So for myself and my oldest son, trades was a no-brainer. Because I graduated in '97, went to Marine Corps, got out, went to electrician school, did my journeyman with that. In about 4 years, I was making over $100,000. That was back in the '90s.
Mm-hmm.
Which means right now it's probably double of that.
Yeah, exactly. Because an electrician come out, you can make your own money, you can make your own price. Because don't too many people like fooling with electricity.
Right.
Right.
Just like HVAC, your air go out, you're not finna go back and forth with somebody on putting Freon in your unit. You just want to get cool.
Absolutely. So Ken,
So
with that experience, what advice do you have for the youth out there who may be interested in trades but do not understand it or know what it is exactly?
Have a plan. Know what you want to do. Either for plumbing, electricians, all those are high demand right now, especially with all these data centers popping up. Cities, states are looking to improve their power grid. So if you learn how to work on electricity, especially high voltage, man, that's money right there.
Wow.
Because data centers are popping up everywhere, and they're paying top dollar. Like I live in Memphis, and Elon Musk's going to open up SpaceX here. So you already got 2 data centers here.
Shout out to
So
Memphis.
I know.
Calling all the way from Memphis.
But I got a partner, got a contract with him now, and he's making $90 an hour.
That's amazing. So y'all hear that, youth? It's some money to be made, not just in college or content creation, but in the trades. Go get that bag. He said in the '90s it was 100,000.
Yeah. So AI haven't got to that field yet, right?
Not yet.
And the thing with AI in these schools is like kids can't even do their work the right way because teachers is kind of like saying, "Oh, that's AI. You gotta do it over."
Exactly.
I know my uncle said it. My nephew, they just did that to him. He had to do the whole
paper over.
The whole paper over for the end
now.
of the semester.
I will say, as an educator, when I tell my youth, my community babies, to write essays, they go straight to ChatGPT. And how do I know? Because all of them got the same essay. I said, y'all got to be crazy. Nobody gonna use their brain.
Everybody got the same essay. Same topic, same essay.
Everybody got the same essay.
That's like we used to do the science projects. Everybody come with the volcano.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like, y'all not gonna change it up just a little bit? Don't make it so obvious. Again, it's Jazz Tyler. We in the Tap In talking about the youth in schools and college. Call us 833-212-1017. So as we enter our Tap In segment, really quickly, we always want to provide resources for the youth. We have Miss Kira on the line. Kira is a beauty entrepreneur, etiquette educator, and founder of the Powder Room Finishing School, which is a luxury finishing school focused on confidence, character, grace, leadership, and personal development for girls and women. With over 12 years in the beauty industry and a background as being Miss Galaxy International 2025, Kira combines elegance, mentorship, and modern etiquette to create transformational experiences through programs like Charm Camp, beauty intensives, and leadership development training. Kira, I am so honored to know you, and I am so proud of the journey, and this isn't even the tip of the iceberg of things that you're involved in. Welcome to the Tap In Show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine. How are you doing today?
I am good. It's so good to hear your voice.
Hey.
So,
Same, likewise. Thank you so much for having me.
I am familiar with the work that you do, but I wanted to pull you in on this platform because I know so many young ladies who would absolutely be interested in the services you provide. Could you let us know what it is that you do, not just here, but also what you do with your mom in Africa and all of the great things that you have going on?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Well, primarily, I teach etiquette. I have a program called the Powder Room Finishing School where we teach poise, confidence, public speaking, beauty, presentation, all of those things wrapped up in one. And I also am involved, as you asked me, I'm involved with my mom's organization called the Carter's Foundation. So we work a lot in Africa with different orphanages, churches, schools, daycares, and giving back in a humanitarian way across the pond as well.
That is amazing. So what are some of the things that you're going to be bringing to Milwaukee as far as opportunities for young women to be a part of?
I will be having my charm camp July 28th through the 30th. It'll be an immersive luxury etiquette experience that will teach all those things that I mentioned before. So poise, social skills, table etiquette, and it's more than just picking up a fork. It is character and conduct. So it is important for girls, I believe, to understand who they are from the inside out, and that's the type of approach that I take with etiquette, especially in this day and age that we have, this social media, peer pressure, this social media age that we're in, it is important for girls to have social confidence, and that is what they would take into the future, these social skills. So that's what I'm going to be having with my charm camp.
Absolutely. I think that this is such an amazing opportunity. I remember growing up that this was very typical. Like you would run into a lot of etiquette classes and courses, and it seems as if it's not as relevant anymore. With respect to what you do outside of that, like we know that you do it and you're doing a great job, but I would love to see more of it. So any way that we can support to all of the young ladies who are out there listening, please tap in with Kira. Kira, do you mind shouting out all of your social handles and how people can get a hold of you, especially parents, if they do want to sign their youth up for your classes?
Sure, absolutely. My socials, all of my social is just my name, Kira Yewang, KeeRayyeowang, and that's anywhere you can find anybody. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. What else do we have? LinkedIn. My website is The Powder Room, F as in Frank, S as in Sam.com as well. So all of my information is there. You can also find a charm camp on Eventbrite as well. The link is live, and I look forward to having any of you all.
Absolutely. We will be in touch, Kira. Thank you so much for calling in and sharing that with us. I look forward to attending your event as well. And as always, any way that I can be of support, please let me know. We have another caller on the line. Welcome to the Tap In Show. It's your girl, Jazz. Al, how are you?
Well, I'm doing very well. First thing I want to say is do both. You want to learn some college and you want to learn some trade so you can be versatile, because when you become the resource, you can go anywhere and they can't take nothing from you. Now, if you're talking about the Milwaukee Public Schools, I'm going to say no, because they keep messing up the money like they got their hands on some bad dope. You know, like when their eyes roll back in the head and they start breathing funny and their hands get contorted, and then they start walking down the street at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Now they lost in the city sweating like a pig. They keep messing up the money.
Al, they messing up the church's money, Al.
No, they're messing up the Milwaukee Public School money. You got to keep in mind, too, some of these politicians kept saying they need money. They need money. It's almost like that relative who keeps saying they need $10 for a prescription, but they're really taking the money to buy dope. Okay, so what they need to do is they need to do some withdrawal systems and drive some people out in the Milwaukee Public School, because see, everybody sitting up on the board is sitting their mouth struck like somebody farted and let a silent one go while they laughing all the way to the bank and the kids are suffering. So the problem is with the schools and these people who keep asking for money. Just like a junkie, they keep asking and asking and asking, but they always cry when the drug is gone. But they never cry when they start doing the drug and all the spoons in the house come up missing. So now you can't even have a good bowl of potato salad.
Hey.
So what we need to do is figure out why these Milwaukee public schools keep asking for money, just like our politicians said they needed some more money and then gave himself a raise.
Well, you heard it directly from the man himself on Tap In. You know what, Al? You got to call in more often.
Yeah,
you as well. I like Al.
You got the best take of the day.
Yeah, he got some bars too. All right, Al. I know that's right. Call in, tap in with us. We are live and direct in the studio. Today we are talking about the youth. Are schools preparing students for real careers, and is college still the best route? Al, to your point, I agree. As someone who learned how to pivot between different lanes and who know how to multitask, and I'm great at multiple things, I think it is very important to be able to do both. You always want to have a plan A, a plan B, but again, to play off of each other. So you can become an entrepreneur and still have a college degree as well. So again, to your point, I think that's amazing. That's a great take.
Yeah, keep tapping in with us, 833-212-1017. How we looking on the polls is 17% yes, they are learning fine. No, 33% no, they don't do enough. Are pretty much like the schools. 42% yes, but college is a choice, and 8% no, and college is necessary.
Wow. Well, there you have it. You heard it straight from the people. We got to go to break, pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler, 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
This is my first time calling in, but I listen to you all the time, and I appreciate you and Elizabeth Brown and everything you stand for and everything that you do. So I want to say thank you so much for being you.
We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017.
Hey, man, this station is on fire the last couple days.
Milwaukee Black Talk, 101.7 The Truth.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
At UW Milwaukee, students don't have to wait until college to start building their future. Roar Ready lets students K through 12th grade join in hands-on programs across campus. From science and tech to arts, sports, and more, students try new things, meet new people, and build skills that matter. Programs are led by UW Milwaukee faculty, staff, and current students. And it's easy to register online. Get started today at uwm.edu/roarready. UW Milwaukee. Roar Ready. Your child's future starts here.
From my family and myself, I would like to say thank you to Gruber Law Offices for taking such good care of us.
I would say thank you because you were so human and so much of a friend during the whole process.
I'm super grateful for them representing me and doing all that they did for me.
I would just say thank you for making me feel better.
That's why I'm here, to say thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
In Milwaukee County, equity means making sure everyone has a real chance to thrive. That's why the Milwaukee County Office of Equity works to help remove barriers, strengthen community connections, and support fair access to opportunities across Milwaukee County. Want to learn what they do, explore resources, or find ways to get involved? Just search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online. Milwaukee County Office of Equity, advancing equity for all Milwaukee County residents. For more information, search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct from the American Family Insurance right here in the heart of downtown of the beautiful Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I got my boy Digi Meech in the building. Meech, what's the word? What's the word? Tap in.
We still got stuff going on with the schools.
What's the chat looking like, Meech?
It done calmed down, but we still looking good, though. Our school setting up kids for the most success. Is college still necessary? Tap in with us, 833-212-1017. Let us know your thoughts.
You know, I think we're going to have to reach back out to Al and have him back on his show. You know, we went to commercial break, and I had to think about it. Like, you know, Al got some bars. He was telling the truth. He's right. You know, he's right. Again, we want to hear your thoughts. So hit us up on the chat. Call us. Let us know what you think. So, as far as your daughter, Meech, what grade is she? Is she a senior now?
Going in the sophomore year now.
Okay.
First year.
What college is she at? You said
Notre Dame. Notre Dame or Notre Dame. I say Notre Dame.
That's amazing. So, what has her experience been like? Have you talked to her about any of that?
I mean, it's been cool. The scheduling.
Yeah.
The first year is always, scheduling. Got a lot of stuff going on. She was on the marching band, so it was like trying to get used to a big school.
Yeah.
When there's 50,000 kids.
Yeah, see, my daughter, she blew me today. Dude, let me I'm gonna lead in real time. I'm gonna tell y'all what this young lady said to me. Okay. She said, after my scholarships and grants, I have a balance of $5,000 each year. I said, okay, cool. You'll have to work a job and pay half. No, I'm not paying. Oh, then you must not want to go to college. Right? The average student in college works.
So, I mean, we had a balance of maybe like 7,000 after her scholarships.
Yeah.
And like Notre Dame put out something where it's like free tuition.
Wow.
So
yeah, she plugged me. She said, it's a Parent Plus loan that you can take out and pay back once I'm done with school. So she constantly just dumping it all on me again. Like,
we
you know.
We paying for that right now.
Listen, I don't mind, but my daughter, like, I really want her to understand the importance of having a part-time job as an adult, you know?
Oh, she got to get the job right now then.
Well, she's been working, but in college, I do want her to focus, but I also want to make sure that she is self-sufficient, you know? So, again, Kennedy, Mama, you got to bust it down the middle. Mama, you know, the inflation is a little rough right now. We got a Marianne on the phone. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Marianne, how are you? Mr. Hood Legend himself.
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Do you want to introduce yourself to the people?
Got a little bit more energy on Marianne.
I am Hood Legend. I am a producer and rapper.
Oh, what's going on, man?
What's up? How you doing?
Good.
So, Imarian is actually one of my students at Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy. He's an amazing producer. He has such a great personality. And I'm excited that he decided to tap in with us today.
Thanks for tapping in.
Yeah.
First youth.
Yes. Plug yourself, Imarian. Let's talk about a little bit some of the things that you've worked on in the studio. How you feeling, you know, what it is you want to do.
How them beats sounding.
Yes, the youth. Anything you want to talk about, talk to us. Plug yourself.
Okay, so in the studio, I'm working on sampling now for a project, sampling old Milwaukee songs. Like, I did one solo key federal, and then I did another one, the Mari Boys Juggin' type beat. I took it and I remade it.
I made both of them beats.
Yep, you talking to the producer right there, Imarian.
Does he have the sample clearance?
I mean, yeah. I mean, go ahead. This is the city.
Don't copyright me. It ain't my fault.
No, you good, man. I mean, that's real. Just to hear that's what you're doing, and I did it. This man, thank you.
How did this come about, Imarion? Can you share some of the things that we talked about, some of the guests we've had as it pertains to the Milwaukee music scene and involving the youth with the local artists? Well, I'm sorry, the artists who are local.
We had Cuckoo Cow. I missed the Munch Lauren event though, so. Cuckoo Cow, he was basically like coming in giving us great advice on like where to start, how to start, and how to put yourself out there, basically. And I took parts from that, and now I'm basically building myself up to be able to brand out now. So it comes with a lot. Like it's a once in a lifetime type of opportunity.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So how you feeling about it? How are you feeling about where you started as a producer and where you currently are, and where is it that you want to go? How far do you want to go with this?
I want to go all the way with it, and I feel great about it because I got a great support system. I got my parents, my family, you, friends. It's everybody. So they give me the energy that I need or the motivation that I need to push through any problems.
Yes, I can second that. You know,
So Amarion, tell us about becoming a producer. How did you start that?
I started in the studio at HSCA. It was me, Mr. Nick, and one day I just went in there because all my friends are rappers. Literally, they all rap. And I'm like, we don't have to keep getting beats off YouTube. One of us can learn how to make a beat. Basically, make our own group in a way.
Yeah.
One of us can learn how to work the camera. One of us can learn how to make the beats. So we can all come together so we ain't got to pay nobody. We ain't got to invest in nobody but ourselves.
That's right. That's right.
So can you answer the question for us today? What do you think school is necessary after after high school? Do you think going to college, or you think pursuing your entrepreneurship in music?
Yeah. It's necessary. It's very necessary.
How
because
so?
I feel like college can teach you a little more. It can put more on your plate about life. And whatever you learned in high school, it could just take you farther. College can take you farther. It can teach you more about that. It can go more into how your adulthood is. Like, it's a lot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for calling in, Imarion. I want to, before you go, tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to connect you with Mech. I think it's amazing because he had no idea.
Wait, did he know?
No, I didn't know.
No, Imarion didn't know.
I know Mech.
Oh, you do?
I know Mech.
But did you know that he produced those tracks that you were sampling?
Yes, I did. Him and my brother J-Lo has a connection, and I have been to Mech's house a few times.
Oh, okay. Look,
right.
let me step back then. What you say? Let me step back. He know what he's talking about.
Yeah, he do.
So, thank you again for calling in, Imarion. I'm extremely proud of you, and I'm happy to hear from you. And you are going to be very, very successful. The way that you talk, the way that your mind is, I know that you're going to be a boss.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
Keep up the good work, man. We got some work to do. Keep up the good work.
Okay, we still in the chat. Anthony Whitehead, that's my dad.
Oh, what's up, Pops?
He said, I dropped out to learn the trade so I can feed my family and still doing my trade to this day. Like I said, he's still on the
I know that. Yeah, you did say that earlier
still on
off
the job
air.
site. I still be working with him too.
That's what's up. Reginald said college bound youngins consider ROTC. I encourage that. I was a part of ROTC.
That was a big thing growing up.
Yeah. When I went to Bayview, I was in ROTC. I had the shiny shoes, the suit, all of that stuff. Unfortunately, I did not continue it. I did plan on going to the Navy afterwards with my friend Trinette. Shout out to Nene. But I ended up becoming pregnant with my son, and Trinette went off to the Navy, and now she's a sergeant. Now I'm on the radio. But the ROTC was extremely fun when we used to do the pep rally parades, the structure in general. My grandfather was a part of World War II, so the military background
I was scared.
Was there.
ROTC.
Were you?
My freshman year, I was like, I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting it. They finna draft me.
Hell no.
Mech said, nope, not today.
I'm playing football.
Not today. I know that's right, Beach. I know that's right. Would you say you didn't want to?
Nah,
I'm not going nowhere.
Cool. I seen one of our ROTC teacher's name was Sarge. He also like taught track, so he was just he was cool because I wasn't in ROTC.
Yeah,
but to everybody that's in ROTC, oh my God, I'm cool.
I had a boy. You know, I didn't take the best route after that, but it was instilled in me. You know, because Bayview was one of those high schools where it was like the good and the bad. You know, like it was a great school overall, but it was some things happening in Bayview.
Yeah,
some money to be made. You know.
Same with Tech.
Tap in with us. We are live and direct. 833-212-1017. What we talking about, Mitch?
Our school setting kids up for the most success, and is college still necessary? What are y'all thoughts? Tap in.
Tap in with us. Again, I want to send a huge shout out to Imarian because this station is made for the youth. And to hear someone of his age group tell us that college is still important and how it could assist him in his life and how he started producing. Yeah, like that's amazing, man. So shout out to Imarian. We're going to have to get some of those hot beats up here. You know, play some of those beats and bring them on for an interview. All right? Well, shout out to the chat. Shout out to all the listeners. We got to go to break, pay some bills. Do not touch that dial. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler and Digi Meech, 101.7 The Truth.
Come in with straight truth.
One can invest their whole life and effort in helping the community, and sometimes they don't get nothing back. But you know what? You keep on going with it, okay? God bless you. Happy upcoming Father's Day. And hang on in there and enjoy it. Don't worry about what nobody say about you, because they're going to talk about you anyway, because they can't do what you do.
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Milwaukee business owners, this is your moment. Every Friday at 8 a.m., call in to 101.7 The Truth for What the Business Is. Tell us what your business is, where you're located, and one thing you've learned along the way. What the Business is powered by We Energies, delivering the energy that powers local business. Fridays at 8 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth. Fridays at 8 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a bright, focused foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
You're listening to the new 101.7 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct in the heart of Downtown Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Meech, what it do? What's the word?
So, we talking off air. So we was thinking about sports aspect of this.
Yes.
So, a lot of children go to college because of the sports.
Yep.
I did.
Word.
I went trying to produce. At the time, they didn't have nothing, so I did mass communication. It was like radio and stuff.
Okay. Okay, Meech, I see you.
But getting to college, it wasn't, wasn't nothing really there for me. Like, once I got there, like, MPS didn't prepare me for college sports.
In
a sense.
Let's talk about it.
So, and we talked about, like, reclassification of these kids, now the NIL, all of that. So, what are your thoughts?
So I feel like, first and foremost, not both, because I have 3 children. My 2 oldest children have been in sports since 4th grade. They both did AAU, they're a year apart. So we were constantly, me and my ex-husband was constantly at games back to back, right? One of the things that has always been important to me, though, is no matter how good they were, I never wanted them to have a scholarship based off of sports. I always wanted them to have an academic scholarship, and then they can play, if they choose to play. But the reason being is because I feel like we don't prep our students, or our children, for situations to where they may get injured, or they may not be able to play, or if the grades are not right, you can't play regardless. And speaking of that, when you ask, is it fair? We come from an era where there was a lot of bias and favoritism, where teachers and principals and staff in the schools would pass students who did not need to pass that grade just because they were great at sports, right? Another thing, reclassing.
That's a big thing now.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's like normal.
So is they reclassing up
or reclassing down? Reclassing down. So
most of the kids now that you see playing sports is older than the kids that's actually out there.
Absolutely. And if you want to reclass, I feel like that's your business. Do it because, the child maybe don't understand certain things at an academic level. But to reclass just because you want them to be better than another student is insane to me. To each his own.
Some people do whatever they got to do for their kids.
Yeah. It's no judgment over here. We don't judge. Listen, Linda, we don't judge. We listen. But to your point, back to what I was, speaking to me, academic scholarships are far more important than athletic scholarships.
Yeah.
Not everybody is going to the NBA. Not everybody is going to the WNBA. But if you have an academic scholarship, you're going to always have a job.
Yeah. You can get a, athletic scholarship and still take school seriously once you get there.
Yeah. Yeah. And don't get me wrong. If that's you and you the best of the best and it's coming and that's how you're going to get your child through college, because let's be clear, coming from where we come from, that's all we have sometimes,
But that goes back to, is the parents pushing a dream on their kids?
Absolutely. And I feel like there's a lot of AAU coaches out here, parents or not, who are living vicariously through the youth. This AAU stuff is ridiculous.
The AAU messed everything up, really.
It's so ridiculous.
You think AAU messed it up?
I don't think I'm not going to say that it messed it up. I think that
at least the high school sports,
the adults have done what they done based off of ego, based off of living through the youth, based off of because they never made it. Not everybody, but
I think AAU was kind of created because they couldn't dictate what was going on in the school sports. You couldn't.
And that's a great reason to start it. But now it's like it lost its way.
Now it's too influential.
Yeah. It's more so about money. It's about the coaches, and it's not the entire culture, So I don't want to be, that person and make it seem like it's the whole thing. But as someone who has experience of having two children in the AAU program, I think I can speak firsthand when I say that I do think it has changed tremendously.
Yeah.
And I don't feel that it is helping our youth as it pertains to sports in college, when they go off to play sports in college.
Yeah, for some it does. They get the look, they get to experience it, but then it's like super expensive.
It is. It's a lot of, it's a great experience, but I'm
it's
more
like
so
favoritism, I think.
I was just gonna say that. I'm more so a behind the scenes person. Like stuff can look good on scene, but the stuff that happens behind scene is insane. And a lot of coaches take advantage of these youth. You know what I mean? I think that's the most heartbreaking thing. Like these children, they are, some of them are not aware that they're being taken advantage of. And if they have parents who never made it and they're living through them, then that's even worse on top of that, But again, I think that academic, any scholarship is great. But me personally, for my children, I always wanted them to pick the academic scholarship over, basketball. And it's not to say they can't lose their scholarship if they don't keep up on their grades, But I think that losing your scholarship over your grades versus losing the scholarship because you're injured is two completely different things.
Okay, we got LaRon still in the chat. Parents also place their academic dreams and aspirations on their children, and those are much easier to achieve than athletic aspirations.
Yes. Yep. Kawanda said, what's up, Kawanda? College will always be important to me, even at my age. I'm back in school now for my BSN. No one can ever take my knowledge away. So to your point, Kawanda, that's a strong statement because that's something I agree with. No one can never take away what you learn. And that's something that everybody knows our ancestors fought for, the knowledge. Knowledge is something that was not just given to us as a people. So in that aspect, absolutely, you're never too old, first and foremost, to go back to school, no matter if it's college, no matter if it's a trade school. I don't care if it's hair school. You're never too old to go back as long as you, do whatever is best for you.
Yeah, don't forget to call and tap in 833-212-1017. Z, how we looking in the poll?
19% of people are saying that yes, the schools are doing okay and that the students are learning just fine. 31% of people are saying no, they're not doing enough and college is not necessary. 38 people are saying yes and college is a choice. And then 12% say no, college is necessary.
Wow. Some very diverse feedback.
Yeah. I guess, like you said, it's basically based on the child, or in this case, probably the parent.
Yeah, yep. So LaRon Taylor says that parents also place their academic dreams and aspiration on their children, and those are much easier to achieve than athletic aspirations.
For some kids,
yeah. When you got to be a doctor, you got to be a lawyer, you got to be a dentist or something because your parents were. And I think from that stance, European people white people are very, very, strict when it comes to that. And I think it's more so for legacy purposes, right? And it's to teach them how to run the family business. That don't necessarily apply for every child because, again, it's based off of what they want to do. But the structure of that.
Community, we're just not getting to that point where we're trying to build stuff to pass down to our kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or we're also accepting what our elders have put forth to try to keep that going.
Absolutely,
like we're in that stage now.
Yeah, we are, and to your point, I don't think that it was. I'm not going to say it wasn't anything that wasn't important. It's just that when you're constantly in an environment where you have to survive, you're trying to figure out how you're going to eat, let alone think about generations from now and your children keeping your legacy alive. You know?
I mean, and there's too much in a sense to do in this world today. Like, you trying to get somebody to come to work. I'm about to go to the lake.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. So thank you again. Thank you all for tapping in with us. Shout out to the chat. They are speaking the truth on the truth 101.7. It's your girl Jazz Tyler. Shout out to Marion and all of the youth who are listening and calling in and engaging with what's happening this week. I want to send a shout out to all of my seniors, not just my students, my personal students at HFCA, but all of the seniors who will be graduating this weekend. You guys have made it to a milestone. I understand and I see firsthand the challenges you all have to face. So just being able to, walk across that stage in this day and age, in this city, with everything that the youth has to deal with is simply amazing. If nobody told y'all, I love y'all, I support y'all, and I am so proud of y'all. And I can't wait to see y'all this Saturday walk across that stage. That's a big deal. Congratulations. And shout out to all of the youth entrepreneurs. Shout out to my hairstylist, my Asia. My Asia is one of my students. And
I got to go get my stuff. That's why I got my do-rag. It's all good right now. It ain't hair week yet.
It's all good.
It ain't hair week yet. It's all good. But I was just thinking, remember we had like them commercials, them college commercials with
I see.
Yeah. Like, that was probably like the only other opportunity other than like it was easier getting into those.
You know what's crazy? It's gonna sound mad corny, but it's true. That commercial actually made me go back to college. Like I had 2 children at 20. So at that age, you kind of just like you can either go this way or go that way. For me, I've never been the type to give up. So it was like, okay, let's give it a shot.
Yeah,
but I would see that.
Now. She go to Arizona College, like, the online college.
It don't stop.
Yeah,
Man, I seen that commercial. I was like, you know what? I'm about to go on down to Bryan Strait and sign up for this nursing program.
You have a little Romeo Hayes commercial too?
Yeah. Let me go on down to Bryan Strait and sign up for this nursing program. But no, to your point, even with the media, they're not portraying stuff like that anymore. They're not pushing that out for our youth. I don't really see college commercials or anything like that.
Like when the commercials came about, it was like, okay, now it's more accessible to get into college.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Like my sister's older than me. I got in college before she did. Like, she had her child and stuff, got her GED, went to nursing school. She's a full-blown nurse now.
Yeah. I wanted to do it when I was older because I felt like I had more patience.
Yeah.
After, I think, again, is to each his own, but I was in school for 12 years. I need a break. That was my mentality at that age. Like, I need a break. I want to do my own thing. I was into the music, since middle school, so I wanted to pursue that. But once I became a mother and got a little bit older, I just felt, motivated. It was something about picking up that college book and studying psychology and economics and, sitting in the classroom. It was such a great feeling and a great experience.
Learning stuff you don't know, like when you finally get it.
Yes, like, oh, this makes sense. After all this, my mama was right now.
Right.
We are live and direct, downtown Milwaukee, 101.7 The Truth. We got to go to break. Do not touch that dial. Pay them bills, man. Pay them bills. Tap in.
The Brew Crew are back on June 2nd.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the San Francisco Giants.
Got him swinging. Threw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
Brewers baseball is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in June 2nd at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee or check your local listings to watch the game.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Honest, direct, and always thought-provoking.
Even if the system don't make sense anymore. And that's the part we got to be honest about. Education is not a theory. It's not a title. It's not a category. It's a student, it's a teacher, it's a classroom, and there's learning. Everything, everybody else, including the superintendent herself, are secondary. Assistant superintendents, or whatever the heck you call them, deputy, chief of school, everybody, they are secondary if a child's not learning. The student is the number one thing there. So if we've reached the point where the only way to defend the system is to argue that keeping teachers out of a classroom is essential to education, then we're not just confused. We backwards. And when policy, practice, priorities, and money collide like that, there's only one word for all of this. Nonsense.
Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. Weekdays from 4 to 6. Live on YouTube and broadcasting on 101.7 The Truth.
Discover your new favorite city, Milwaukee. Catch a sunrise over Lake Michigan. Sip your way through craft breweries. And dive into a dining scene that's turning heads. From museums and music to thrilling sports teams and buzzing nightlife, Milwaukee delivers all season long. Good things are always brewing on the Fresh Coast. The expert guides at visitmilwaukee.org have everything you need to fully plan every detail. Whatever it is you'd like to do in Milwaukee. Plan your trip today at visitmilwaukee.org.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct at the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, downtown. Well, my homie Mech.
What's the word?
What's the word? Tap,
Who we
tap,
got coming in tomorrow?
Man, we got some. I'm excited. So we had earlier one of my students at Howard Fuller High School, Imarian, aka Hood Legend, who's an amazing producer, call in. Tomorrow we'll have some more students. We have Kalea coming in. Kalea Lovett. Zakira Crawley, Melinda Tillman, they're coming in. So Zakira and Melinda are singers. Kalea is a rapper. Mm-hmm. They have some amazing, incredible music that I cannot wait to share with the world.
Wait. You know, we still got Amir, too.
Absolutely.
414 Life.
Amir stopping through. Young Major and Torian G, a.k.a. Do 7243. Torian is another youth. He has an amazing story. If you have not checked it out, please go to my Instagram, The Jazzie Effect. You know, he suffered through some things, but he's been able to overcome it and utilize music as a positive outlet. So I'm excited to get them in here. You know, again, this platform is for the youth. We want the youth to tap in.
I'm gonna have this summer cracking though. I'm gonna have everybody pull up.
It's going down.
Y'all favorite artist gonna be through
down.
You know, we keeping it cool right now.
And shout out to Amir. You know, Amir tapped in with us yesterday. He does a lot of work with 414 Life. He'll be on the show tomorrow as well. Next week we have my dear sister Sechua Shakur, who is the only biological sister of. I'm sorry, she's the biological sister of Tupac Shakur. Tupac's only sibling outside of Mopreme Shakur, and we're going to be talking about the work that she's doing, that we're doing. I am a proud board member for TASF, Tupac Amaru Shakur Foundation. We do a lot of mental health work and a lot of work with the youth and the detention facilities here in the city of Milwaukee and around the country. So we're going to have conversations about, you know, what we plan to do with that and how we're branching off into the arts world as well. So I'm excited about getting set on here, getting the youth on here and having some conversations and, you know, seeing how they feel and what's going on in their world.
It's going to be lit.
It's going to be
lit. Like I said, this summer.
Yeah, this summer going down for sure. This summer is going down. You know, it's a lot of different things that, you know, I feel like we have to talk about. Mm-hmm. We have to address with the youth.
Y'all listeners and viewers, y'all can let us know too who y'all want us to bring in studio, artists, creative, you know, elected official.
Absolutely.
You know, let us know. 833-212-1017.
We got a caller on the line. Caller, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, I'm here. Ken.
Hi, Kennedy.
Hey.
That's Mama's baby. That's my baby, y'all.
Hey, Kennedy. You on live.
You live on air.
What up, y'all?
I was just talking about you, and I was telling the listeners how you text me telling me that I have to pay
Oh, I was gonna say, is this okay?
for the rest of your college tuition, and that you're not going to get a job.
Let's talk about it. We got our first.
Let's talk about it. So, Kennedy, the topics for today is, I want to get your stance based off of your perspective, but also conversations we have. Do you feel that as a current senior who is about to graduate, do you feel that schools are preparing you guys for real careers, and is college still the best route?
I think some schools do. Like, I went to 2 different schools my high school year, and I got a different experience from both. Going to the first one, I feel like they prepped us more for college. They was more trying to get us to go to college and apply and reaching out and visiting, and like, they didn't really bring college students to us. They really took us to them. And like, they just gave us the experience. They also like did like a senior trip to where they went to Atlanta, and they went to the homecoming for Clark, Spelman, and Morehouse. But the school I'm at right now, they don't really do things like that. Like, they brought Howard students to our school, and I actually got a mentor from it, actually. But I don't feel like they really push like college more. I feel like they push graduation and trying to get us to graduate and do something. Like, they don't push for college, they just push for
graduation,
something after college. Yeah.
So, and for those who are unaware, her first school was a charter school, and her current school is an MPS school, and those experiences are 2 different. You know, I do feel that a lot of, you know, charter schools do focus more on college, and I feel like MPS is just like, we just need to get them across the stage.
Yeah, so it's like MPS don't have the relationships with the colleges?
They do, but I think it's more of a funding thing, because think about it. When we were growing up, we had a lot of information around colleges and, you know, applying and things of that nature. But again, as time went on, is different now. Yeah. It's different.
So
and,
is that on like the advisors or the
who would it be on, Kennedy? Do you know?
I think the principal.
The principals.
Counselors, and everybody, all staff.
It's their responsibility. Yeah, it's their responsibility.
Yeah, it's everybody's. I feel like everybody should be pushing for us to not just get to class and make sure we on class on time, but also to make sure we go into college, and or not college, but we being successful with our life after graduation.
Absolutely.
Like, either helping us find a job or helping us find a school or major and stuff like that, which they do, but it's not like consistent, or it's not really effective either.
Is there anything else that you want to talk about? Can you hear me?
I don't know.
You said no?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling. I'm proud of you, Ladybug. Continue to be great. Shout out to my daughter. That's my oldest daughter, y'all. She called in to support her mama.
How that feel?
It feels amazing.
Yeah.
It do. That's my little broke best friend and my accountability partner. I'm proud, because to look back at some of the struggles I had to go through. Like, I went and got a job at her high school her freshman year, because she's the middle child. And I say, you know, sometimes she has the middle child syndrome. So I wanted to make sure that I gave her the attention she needed. But in all seriousness, I wanted to make sure that I gave her the attention that she needed to be successful, especially because she was, you know, playing sports, and she's always been very smart. But there was some challenges throughout high school, just like with any other students. And one of the things that I've noticed is different. You know, a lot of these, like we said yesterday, with social media, with a lot of their friends passing away, there's just so much that's happening. So high school was amazing, but it was a lot of work. I was hands-on. I was in her school. I was parent ambassador at her school. I was on the basketball team, helping, driving upstate, and doing everything possible to make sure that I give support to her and her friends. and to see the work that how committed she was academic wise to being successful. And when we combined that together, and then, obviously support from her father too. When we combine all of that together, now she has a scholarship to go to college, which lets me know that I did something right.
Yeah, that's how me and my daughter mom feels like.
It's amazing.
What?
I'm telling you, because we know what we was doing.
Yeah.
At that age, I know what I was doing. So the fact that my daughter is doing the opposite, I couldn't ask for anything better.
Shout out Tori, Maya.
Yes, indeed. We have another caller on the line. Kathy, are you there?
Yes, how y'all doing? I'm a little bit I don't like the word old school, but we'll go with it, okay?
Absolutely.
I like it. I like to encourage more of our minority kids, black, to go to college. And I get kind of disappointed when I hear people saying, well, no one wants a big student loan out there. No one wants this, no one wants that. I'm going to tell you, if you want to make real good money, you have to go to college to a certain point. You could be an entrepreneur, but you got to learn how to take out your taxes and Social Security and pay into that. And I feel a lot of people doing self-employed ain't going to do that. They're just not going to have anything later on. But we need specialists in medical field like dermatologists, allergy doctors. We need some of our people to reflect that. When I go to the doctor, I hurt my leg or arm, I want to see a physical therapist that's black. I want to see a black vet. You know what I'm saying? So people keep saying it's expensive, but I'm going to tell you something. You're going to live a lot better. You may live better on some of these other jobs. And I'm not talking about skilled trade, because when we say skilled trade, I hear nobody on any talk show other than talking about skilled trade is mostly for men. Don't tell me you got an electrician woman or a plumber woman. If you ain't got at least 10, don't tell me about one. I'm just saying that they don't talk about the nursing, respiratory therapy in a 2-year school. They don't talk about any of that kind of stuff. All they focus on is the grunt work. And I want to see our kids go to law school, because eventually we're going to have to fight in Washington, D.C. and fight against politicians. I want to see some of our black kids sit on the Supreme Court. I want to hire a black attorney. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see a black foot doctor. I want to see this. I want to see that. I don't want to just see us all doing nurses' aid work. I want to see somebody as an accountant doing my taxes, somebody who's got that paperwork down. I want to see those specialties that we need for. We still need infrastructure and architectural stuff. We need a scientist. We need black people to do that. And you can't do that not going to school, to a 4 or 6 year school or college. So they upward bound program at UWM or at Marquette. Those are nice ones. And they even have trips to take kids to these black colleges. You could go to either one of them, no matter if it's black or a white college. But I want to see us get a degree in some specialties. So when I go to the dentist at Marquette, I can see a black young girl. I go to MATC for dental work, also for cleaning. I only seen one black dental hygienist or a young lady. One. And the lady made sure she assigned me to her. I want to see those kind of things. And dental hygienist is a 2-year associate also, but it pays good money. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see our young women and men in those type of jobs. I want to get a mammogram for a black female or a black male once in a while, not from white people who are doing very good on that kind of jobs. It's a clean job. You don't have to get your hands dirty at night. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see those kind of jobs with us, for male and female, to go to school. Nursing. There's going to be a shortage. And you can get grants and financial aid, but if you're making good money, you're going to be able to pay it off, okay? You can live in that suburban house instead of hustling here. I don't mind a black girl doing hair, a black guy cutting hair. But I want my kids to have more in that. A neighbor of mine told me it wasn't an option for her Spanish child to go to school to get a trade. It wasn't an option. She wanted him to come here and do more than that. Okay.
Absolutely. I agree. And I do think that it is important that we, start to push multiple narratives as it pertains to school and what it is that they can take up for school. There's outside of universities, you got, MATC, you have Waukesha Community Technical College, where you can get, 2-year degrees and degrees in trades and things of that nature. So again, Milwaukee, we are having a conversation today about the youth. Our schools are preparing students for real careers, and is college still the best route? Let us know. Tap in 833-212-1017. We're about to go to break, pay these bills. We'll be right back. Do not touch that dial.
In Milwaukee County, equity means making sure everyone has a real chance to thrive. That's why the Milwaukee County Office of Equity works to help remove barriers, strengthen community connections, and support fair access to opportunities across Milwaukee County. Want to learn what they do, explore resources, or find ways to get involved? Just search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online. Milwaukee County Office of Equity, advancing equity for all Milwaukee County residents. For more information, search Milwaukee County Office of Equity online.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Still think you're going to use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink, in the garage, or down in the basement? We're talking things like old antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, propane cylinders, and pesticides. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away to MMSD's Home Hazmat Drop-Off Centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to all Milwaukee County residents. There are 3 locations open year-round. Let's clean up Milwaukee.
Hey Wisconsin, it's construction season and the Wisconsin DOT wants to help you safely navigate work zones in your area. Check 511wi.gov or download the free 511 app to see current road work, closures, detours, and camera views on your route. Wherever your travels take you, know before you go with 511wi.gov. That's 511wi.gov. And remember, know before you go. Always park the phone while driving. Sponsored by the Wisconsin DOT.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
101.7 The Truth FM. It's your girl Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct from the American Family Insurance Studio in downtown Milwaukee. I'm with my player partner, my homeboy, Meech. What's the word, Meech? Talking about college and students. And shout out to my coworker Casey at Notes for Notes. He stated that as a college graduate, while college may not be always necessary, lifelong learning is definitely necessary no matter what you do. I agree with that. No matter how you get it. You have to learn in some capacity, some shape and form. We had another caller who happened to be my oldest daughter, and she explained that her experiences between a charter school and an MPS school, she felt that at the charter school, they prepared her more for college versus MPS, where they just prepared them just to walk across the
finish what
exactly.
they're doing now.
So now the question is accountability. The schools are, who's responsible for that? It's not just the parents. If we're getting feedback from youth that, the schools are not playing their part to push college, what do we do about that? What can we do about that? Outside of pushing it inside of the household, it has to, come from so many different angles because they're easily distracted. So again, when we were growing up, even if you watch Fresh Prince, Martin, Different World, HBCU college was always in your face. With the episodes and things that they have going on right now, the TV series and everything, it does not push that. So the only place they can get it is from if they go find it on their own, or if they get it from inside of the household or some schools. But apparently not every school or every school system is pushing, youth to go to college. So what can we do about that? Chat, talk to us. Let us know.
In the chat, LaRon said, at Nicolay, for the majority of the students, college is a requirement of their parents.
Okay.
And then, JD said, we have 7 black veterinarians in the state of Wisconsin. Only one has his own practice, Dr. Wright at Brown Deer Animal Hospital.
Yep. JD the poet said he agreed the path is different for everyone. We all know people with degrees who don't work in the field. That's true. That's another thing. So
at that point, what are you chasing?
So I think the difficult part about being a young adult is you don't know who you are yet. So when you go to college, you're going for
something you want
to do at 18 years old, right? Not something that may necessarily be your calling.
When you get to 27.
And then that's how you accumulate, So to Kathy's point, because I heard her mention that she don't like to hear about people speak about student loans and all of these things. But by the time you graduate college, or you're in your 3rd year and you realize this is not something I want to do, you've accumulated so much debt to the point where you don't even want to go to school no more.
I mean, the loans scare people.
Yeah.
You got to pay money you don't have.
Absolutely.
You're talking about 50, 60,000. I didn't even see it go through my hand.
Absolutely.
It went straight to the school.
Absolutely.
I got to pay it. How am I supposed to? Am I still looking for a job? Or in some cases where you still got to go through school or another school or a process before you even get the job, like the architect. You still got to sit 7 years before you get the license to even sign a blueprint.
And then you graduate, and then what?
You still waiting. You got to go to get an internship.
You got to have experience.
Yeah. You got to sit behind somebody for some hours.
Yes. And then while paying back student loans, right?
And ain't making what you thought you was going to make.
So to this point, it's not to say that we are encouraging or discouraging college. We're saying that it is up to not just us, but the school system overall to assist us with pushing college. The more they push it, the more students are going to be, they're going to want to be successful in academics, which then pushes scholarships. And I feel like in the Black community, scholarships should be priority, especially because we all are basically surviving. So we should be doing a due diligence as a parent, as an administrator or a staff inside the school to make sure that these students are focused on academics so that they can obtain a scholarship and don't have to worry about the student loans and so on and so on. Collectors Reign stated that under 12% of Black men 25 and up in Milwaukee have a bachelor's degree. Clock that, because I did not know that. That's dope.
I mean, you can fact check him.
Yeah, we might have to fact check him, Meech.
I mean, you can, but I mean, I think it's probably a little bit, because he said 25 plus. So it's like, the last 5-6 years, it probably went up, or for the demographic lower than that is probably higher. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're still in school, the current graduates, stuff like that. But I don't have a bachelor's degree.
I don't either. But I think us 80s babies, it's a 50-50. I think we, I'm gonna just go ahead and say, we about one of the dopest generations,
we grew up in that era, man.
The golden era.
To where we got best of it all.
Yes, absolutely. From technology, we was there before internet, after internet, during
before
internet.
Cell phones.
Everything.
After cell phones, not an iPhone.
Yeah. And we are probably the last generation to have, Big Mama in the house.
Yeah.
To have the old school grandparents. So our structure and how we are, the way we were brought up is a little bit different. Which is why I think even if for those of us who did not complete college, majority of us still went off to, be pretty successful. So again, it depends on you. It depends on your personal preference. It depends on the individuality of that child and what it is that you, as a parent, I will say this, it is our responsibilities to see what's inside of our children when they can't. So that's where those important decisions come in at. For example, with my daughter, I know for a fact that she needs to go to school for psychology. Even if she say, hey, I want to go to school for law, I'm not going to force you, but because I'm able to see something in you that you can't, I'm telling you, as your mother, as someone who birthed you, that this is the direction you should go.
My daughter surprised me because she, she's artist.
That's
so you'd think like in this day and age, she'll go as a digital design or creative design. She went straight to architect. So it's like,
man.
I mean,
yeah,
it's like a level up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I commend her for that, because you could have just took the easy way out and start, working on Adobe Photoshop and this and that and the third. But she really took a step to try to learn something that she didn't like.
And to your point, I think that is so amazing, because oftentimes our community forget about architect, right? Shout out to the Black architects here, Kevin Newell and Kaylin Haywoods, and just different people they paved the way, right? And they're opening up more, opportunities. I think that's amazing. I think that's a different perspective as an artist, because a lot we know from what we've done in the past that it is easy just to go pick up Adobe and do some graphic designs, or paint just for the love of it, or whatever the case may be. Right. But to actually put it in a field that is different, architect is a big deal.
Yeah, because I could say college, when you get to college, it'll kind of let you know about programs and stuff that you actually use in that field, or like I say, equipment that you use in that field that's not like you don't hear on the street, or people won't tell you about AutoCAD.
Exactly. And I have experience in AutoCAD. I used that when I worked at the Barrett Center for doing events, and I had no idea that it had anything to do with architect. Yeah. But I love AutoCAD. Yeah. I do. For event planning, it's my go-to.
Yeah, because you can set up your whole event.
Look at me using architect. Look, I didn't even know it.
Yeah. So, did you pursue your college field?
So initially, I always wanted to be a nurse. So I started out in nursing. Every time I went to school, something happened. So I had 2 children at 20, still went back to school for nursing, ended up getting married at 26. And that was like, I went back to school again. I'm young, wife, kids, it's hard. Didn't finish. Went back at 30, ended up being diagnosed with breast cancer. So after that, I just kind of gave up. Like, every time I attempted to, it just seemed like something got, in the way. And I started out in nursing, but I ended up, last time I went to school was for mass communications.
I mean, that's what I went to college for, because I was trying to be a music producer.
Yeah.
Well, I was already a music producer before I went to college. So I had to kind of build my own major.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I had to put music classes together and mass communications to try to build this degree that wasn't there at the time.
And that made sense for me, because again, what we were talking about earlier, at 18, what you want to do may not be what you want to do at 30, right? So yeah, a nurse is cool for a wife, but Jazzie, the rapper, I ain't want to be no nurse. If anything, I want to get in the studio or do radio. So, God work in mysterious ways, man. I would have had a whole lot of money I owed for nursing and would have not completed that degree.
I mean, like I say, I'm doing what I mean, now you could look at, people look at us on the stream and like, oh yeah, I guess you're doing it. But it's like, I wanted to play football.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the NFL.
Right.
So,
what Yeah.
But,
Yeah, again, us 80s babies, we a little bit different.
Like we said, the sports aspect of college.
Exactly. And for the record, I played ball. Elementary through high school. I was only 5'2". I've been this height since 6th grade, man. I just gave it up. I said, you know what? I ain't getting no taller. Jackson State is over for me. I can't go play in the WNBA because I'm too short. So those dreams were long gone. Collector's Reign said, purpose matters more than degree. Thank Yah if you get it. If you don't, make it work. Amen. I agree. You got to tap into your purpose and your calling.
Muse said the black versus white stereotypes of college.
Is it still cool to come back home with a degree and husband or wife? Not trying to change topics. That's a mouthful. Might have to tap into that. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the listeners. We got to go pay some bills really quick. Tap in with us. 833-212-1017 Jazz Tyler 101.7 The Truth.
Tap in. What's the word, Milwaukee? It's your favorite producer, Meech. Don't just check in. Tap with Jazz Tyler.
We are live and direct Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. And I am your host, Jazz Tyler. This platform is for the youth, the voices of the city. We are here to remind the world that your voice matters. Hit us up, tap in, and let us know what's on your mind because the time is now. Tap in.
When your team needs custom gear, don't wing it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and More is your local partner for high-quality apparel with hands-on design help and services that actually feel, well, helpful. For your business, teams, or events, Big Frog makes it easy. Visit bigfrog.com/Mechwan today.
Hi, I'm Priscilla Presley. My love for animals began when I was 5 years old. That sparked a lifelong commitment to speak up for animals who can't speak for themselves. Elvis and I supported American Humane Society because your compassion can change a life. American Humane Society strengthens the bond between humans and animals. Please visit AmericanHumane.org to learn more. Thank you.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we don't leave success to chance. We're designed for it. With strong support, high expectations, and a team committed to excellence, our educators turn belief into outcomes every day. If you believe every child deserves an excellent education, join Milwaukee College Prep. Apply today. Visit mkeprep.com/jobs.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the planet and its people for nearly 50 years. Earth Justice has 150 full-time lawyers fighting in court for our planet's future and representing all clients free of charge. Until people come before profit, all energy is clean, the wild is truly free, and justice stands for all. Earth Justice will never rest. Learn more at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct in American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. I got my homeboy Digi Meech in the building. Meech.
What's the word?
Tap, tap, tap in.
Okay. Nah, they in the chat. They want to hear some bars, Jazz.
Oh, no. You know, I don't do bar. I don't rap unless I get paid. I'm sorry.
Oh, here we go.
I did it for too long. No, but... You know, I don't.
Say, let that flow hit us.
I don't got it in me no more.
The influence of music in schools now.
Yes.
Like I said, I had to build, like try to put together a degree.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Back then, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So now it's like you said, you work at Howard Fuller and you got the music program inside the school.
Yep.
It's other programs out here, other organizations, and then just having engineer classes, having studios. You know, some colleges we went to on like some of these trips, they had studios, like you said, $1 million studios in these facilities.
Yeah.
So the influence of music or even arts, period, has come a long way in schools.
It has. And to your point, I think how we tie it back into college is making sure that the schools who do have these facilities with these $1 million studios build partnerships with schools that offer continuing education. Like MATC has a program and the college in Madison has a program for audio engineering. So figuring out ways to still provide them with that path to college, because I think what could end up happening with electives is that could not be a thought at all, especially in today's society when it comes to the arts. Everybody's streaming, everybody is, making money offline. Some youth who are in the arts don't feel that it's necessary to go to school. I mean, we did it. I just learned how to make beats the past 4 months, and I used to do music, and I didn't feel like I needed to go in engineer. I didn't feel like I needed to go to school for that. Granted, I am this age, but again, a lot of youth, if they feel like they have what it takes, and all it takes is one artist to hear them and give them 100 G's for something, that may turn them off. So I think that while the electives for music in school is a great opportunity, we still have to find ways to bridge the partnership with these colleges so that they can continue their education as well.
Yeah. Tap in with us, 833-212-1017. Let us know. We still kind of keeping it going through the polls. E, what we got?
As far as our schools setting people up for the most success and is college still necessary, 16% of people are saying, yes, the schools are setting the kids up for success and they're learning fine. 32% of people are saying, no, they're not learning. And college, no, they're not learning. They don't do enough. 42% of people are saying, yes, college is a choice, and 11% say, no, college is necessary.
It's been fluctuating all day.
Yeah,
it really has. It went from like 50-50 to this.
Yeah.
It has. I would love to, when we have the youth come in tomorrow, I would love to get their take on it firsthand, as far as, because I'm biased. Like I work in a high school that is built around sending Black youth to college. So my experience is a little bit different than what other people's experiences may be. And again, we have a lot of electives. We have fashion design. We have the studio, band, all of that stuff. But they're still college driven. So I think it's a great balance of both. It's like you can go either way, entrepreneurship or, college. But again, to Al's point earlier, the caller, you should probably do both,
Yeah. Fashion used to be like one of the things in forefront.
Yes, it was. It was for us. I don't know I know a lot of students are in fashion, but I feel like in today's society, there's so many microwave opportunities where it's like no one's going to fashion design school. My aunt went to what is that school called? The Art Institute downtown before they closed down, in Odessa School of Fashion.
Now they just going like in a t-shirt press.
Yeah, that's it.
And directors.
And they don't understand, when you go to a school like Odessa School of Fashion, you're learning how to sew. You're learning about stitches and seams and quality and different materials, satin, silk, and like it's now. Man, give me a Gildan shirt.
Yeah, they going on Alibaba.
And call it a day, but
pressing their stuff right on
they're not.
I got a whole clothing line.
When it comes to the arts, they're not really paying attention to the college piece at all.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah, all right. So you gonna give him some bars, Jazz?
I'm not gonna. We gonna tap in with Lisa. We got Lisa on. Thank you, Zech.
You gotta pay for it.
That's right.
She gonna have a freestyle ready for y'all in a minute. I'm guaranteeing you.
Yep. Hello.
How you doing, Lisa? Thank you for tapping in with us today.
Yes, hi. I just wanted to give a perspective on the college thing for the children. To let them know that even though they don't think about college, and I know that college could become expensive, but if you look at it as an overall lifetime achievement, a high school graduate makes significantly less than a college graduate would in these days. They would make at least $1 million more over a lifetime if they attended college with a bachelor's degree. And there are other ways to, you can associate, like you said, bachelor's degree, master's degree, but look at it as an investment into your future instead of as going to school, basically.
Absolutely. How you doing, Moms? Meech just told me. Nice to meet you. And I agree. I do agree with what you said, that it is an investment.
That's what I want. Yeah. It's basically setting yourself up for success, if they could look at it in that perspective instead of like, I got to go to school, I owe this much money. But over your lifetime, you would, you're investing in your future. You're investing in what you want to become and what you want to do.
Yeah, Tell them why you started going to college at the age you at right now.
Okay, I'm 58, and I started going back to school again to keep my mind focused. 'Cause, I mean, I got to go to school. I owe this much money. But as over your lifetime, you would, invest in your future. You're investing in what you want to do. And what you want to do. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, to keep with age, your mind starts to slow down a little bit. And so me going back to school keeps me sharp. It keeps me up on everything that's going to keep me up on technology. It keeps me up on knowing what I'm doing. And I'm investing into, with a bachelor's degree, and I'm gonna move on to my master's also. All my kids, all my grandkids, and my daughter. My daughter has a master's degree in nursing. My grandson has a master's degree in business finance, and he's only 24 years old.
But me.
Well, you had such a chance.
That's amazing.
Mickey was offered a college scholarship, and he had a college scholarship. So,
So to do music.
Yeah,
Thanks,
That's amazing, though, because it's just proof in a pudding that, you never stop learning. It doesn't matter how old you are. I mean, obviously, even outside of college, you never stop. But just to hear that your mom is back in school and it's like she's eager to still learn at her age is so amazing, man. Shout out to moms, man.
Shout out, Mom. Thanks for calling.
Shout out to moms. That's what's up. Shout out to the chat. Tenso said, if you don't have a plan, go to college. I like that. I actually like that. Because that is a plan. Even without a plan.
But that goes hand in hand with what we saying about the schools setting them up for college. That's part of the plan.
Absolutely.
I think, the school's supposed to help the kids with the plan.
Yeah. But I think what they're saying is some students fall short, in that, and I can see that. I can see, as an educator, I can see like trying to give your undivided attention to, I have 80 students a day. So trying to give my undivided attention to each of them individually, let alone to push them to go to college, is like a lot. And you don't purposely let some fall wayside, but sometimes it happens. And then when that happens, if they're not strong enough within themselves to stay focused, then they, drift off to a different path, which, could be the kids who don't have a plan. Again, tap in with us. We're talking about community conversations with the youth in school. 833-212-1017. That's 833-212-1017. We want to hear from you, the community, your voice. Tap in.
All your favorite interviews and best moments live in one place.
We don't feel the same. And I just told them that if they would just do an interview and let our leaders know, because Tori Lowe, Sherry Hughes, Elizabeth Brown, 101.7 The Truth is Milwaukee's Black Talk.
Download the new 101.7 The Truth app now. Milwaukee Black Talk. 101.7 The Truth.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes. Bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Welcome back. 101.7 The Truth. It's your girl Jazz Tyler. We are live and direct downtown Milwaukee. I got my homeboy Digi Meech with me.
What's the word? Shout out Cuckoo Cow.
Shout out Cuckoo,
That's one of my
man.
favorite songs right here.
Yeah, cool. Unc was just calling me 5 times on air too. I'm sorry, Unc. I can't answer right now. We live and direct.
How does it feel? Got Biko in the studio. You want to say something, Beak?
No. What's up? Tap in.
So we are talking about our schools preparing students for real careers, and is college still the best route? So first and foremost, we have Dr. Biko Baker in the building. Can we get a hand clap? Because none of this, let's get that clear, none of this would be possible without Biko. He is the person who put it together. He's the person to reach out to say, hey, we want to give you guys a platform. And he's also a professor. He's a professor at UW Milwaukee, right? UWM,
go Panthers.
So who else better to ask than a college professor, right?
Give us your take. What you think? Is school setting up kids for success, or is college necessary?
Ooh, y'all got me on trouble on this one, because I got to speak honestly, because you got me on the radio. And, just to be honest, I'm not the one that made this possible. There's a lot of group of people here. I'm just the GM. I got to steward this. So y'all making it happen. I don't think that the academy is what we in academics call scholarship. I don't think it's even close to being prepared for the 21st century.
No.
Not even close. Like the last 3 years, people are fumbling, stumbling. Before Zoom, I had colleagues who couldn't even open up Zoom.
Yeah.
How you gonna teach the kid that can't Zoom? And so I do think that college is important, because you do need a place to have conversations, dialogue, discussions, and be challenged by your peers. But if you're thinking about it just in terms of is it going to be your professional pathway, I don't know if you should only think about college like that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because, everything I do, I taught myself, Meech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a historian. I could write a paper. But no paper got me this job.
So how can today's professors adjust to the 21st century?
I think a lot of them have to, and I may have lost a grant talking about this a couple of years ago, but I just think they got to embrace AI. You're not gonna, if you tell your students not to use AI, you're telling them not to be prepared to work.
And I remember I just mentioned that earlier. They making kids redo their whole paper.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I just think once you understand what AI is, to me it's not scary. It's just a math problem, and I think there's ways that we can make students even doper. We can free the imagination with AI. So, but I'm a lowly professor. I'm a teaching professor. I ain't got no juice.
What do you teach?
I teach Black studies. You know what I mean? I'm a historian.
Let's
go.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Let's go.
But like you said, though, I have a student out there at the.
Yeah.
She ran up. She was so happy.
Yeah.
But I got 350 students this semester. You know what I mean?
Damn.
That's a lot. And I try very hard to be intentional with them. But come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really think you guys are our teachers. You all need to be teaching. Zach, look what Zach doing back there. That's crazy. That's science.
It is.
Science. We need to be teaching, and so that's why I like what you're doing at Howard Fuller. I think Howard Fuller is excellent.
Yeah.
I got to jump on a call right now, so I appreciate you very much for having me in.
Thank you. You know, it was important for us to get someone who is actually on the other side of it, you know. And again, like with Biko being a professor, and he just really dropped a bomb on us, you know.
Yeah, like,
I would have never thought.
Adjust, or how does they adjust into this century, like to the new age?
Wow. Like he literally said, without AI is, you know, that's a problem.
Like if you don't take that into account, like, you ain't trying to move forward.
Yeah,
Or
you're not.
trying to.
It's the
you're
ways
not
of the
moving
world
with the kids.
Yep, it's the ways of the world. And to be honest, I think, you know, a lot of us, what our issue is, no matter how we feel about something, that's what's happening. And you either have to adjust to it or you just get, you know, left behind. Again, as an educator, my students, it's a little different because they're in high school. They use, you know, AI. They just haven't been smart enough to understand that they all have to ask different questions to get different answers so that they don't turn in the same essays. But to hear him say what he just said is mind blowing.
Let's get to the chat though. It's raving up. So 10, we just gonna call you 10. So gotta learn to critically think without using AI. AI gets rid of critical thinking. When you ask AI every question you can figure out yourself, there's people that use AI for every single thing. It's ridiculous.
That's a fact. So there's pros and cons. You know, I do, and I must admit, I do agree with that. Because if you are trying to type up a paper or an agenda or whatever it is, it could be something small, it could be something large. You literally, all you have to do is just type in what it is you want and it will accumulate it for you. But here's the thing as well. When you use AI, it's artificial intelligence. It's artificial, keyword, which means that everything is not correct. Sometimes you got to go on there and check AI and be like, this ain't the correct information. Oh, I'm sorry. You are right. Let me update You know, so you still have to some degree be aware while using artificial intelligence because it's artificial.
Curly said, then how does it work when someone turns in an AI paper? I mean, right now they tell them to do it over.
So I think that you should use, when Biko was referencing AI, it's a tool and you know, something you can use for assistance, not something to do it for you.
Detecting that you use AI?
Because there is, even jobs are too. So to the young folks out there using AI for their resume, they have some type of program that can scan your document. AI detectors. It can scan your document to see if it's AI or not. And 9 times out of 10, if it is AI, you won't get the job and you're going to fail.
Right.
They're going to fail. Shout out to CJ. Shout out to Kobe, man. I love you too. Kobe, that's my big bro from high school. We went to Juneau together. Amazing guy. Always been there for me. Thank you for tapping in with us. Shout out to Madi. He was on yesterday as well. Thank you for tapping in with us also. Alfonso said, I'm building data centers. Been doing it for 12 years. Me and my kids and baby mama's eating. I know that's right, Alfonso.
Yeah, so that's the big thing right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's been like a topic that's going around, you know, through the news, like data centers.
And to be honest, so, you know, shout out to my homeboy Steve Shaw, good brother, and Darius Miles, my good brother. They have Impressive Event Solutions, which is an AI app, and I am a part of that company also. And I've seen the impact that it has just utilizing AI in the event planning space as well. So to Biko's point earlier, you know, whether we like it or not, I'm not, as an artist and as a creator, I am not a fan of artificial intelligence, right? However, I do, because my thoughts are God given.
Okay.
These thoughts come from the Most High. There is no artificial intelligence that can top this, right?
I'm right there. So,
yeah.
It's like, you know how hard was it to just accept, like, try to type in something in AI and then accept what it's telling me?
Like, yeah, exactly.
That's wrong. I snapped on ChatGPT
so many times, right?
You wrong, fam. You wrong.
Yeah.
Man, I done told, like, who made you?
Like, how you gonna try to? Where's your boss?
Your creator.
Yeah. How you gonna try to tell me? You artificial. No, but again, it's, it goes back to, as a creator, I am not a fan of artificial intelligence. However, as a human being that lives in today's age, I understand the importance of needing it. It's a part of life. Is like, it's going to be a point where everything is ran by that. And that does not mean that we have to accept it. It don't mean we have to be a part of it. It just means you have to understand it.
Right.
As long as you understand it. I think with today's day and world, unless you want to live off the grid.
I mean, it's AI in places you don't even know it's AI.
Absolutely.
Like you automatic stopping your car.
Now,
like,
this is crazy,
saving
right?
People's lives, you're not even.
So one of my students, he comes in class with his AI meta glasses, right? And you can record. I think you can record. I know you can record, but I also think you could do the metaverse stuff with it too. But that is like the creepiest thing to me, that people are actually walking around with sunglasses on and they're able to record. And if you don't pay attention to the little light on the side of the glasses, you wouldn't know that they were recording. And that's all thanks to artificial intelligence.
I mean, before they told you AI was in your phone was a smartphone, right?
Yeah.
It was using AI.
And when you got the Siri activated on your phone, oftentimes it's like, man, how Google know
he was talking
about it's all connected. All of it is connected, right? Alfonso said, when I'm in my truck, these white people are so mad at us truckers.
Big time.
The why?
Yes, indeed. So again, it's just all about conforming to a certain degree. Not conforming, but just adjusting. You don't necessarily have to conform to it, but if you want to get that bag and you want to understand it, you should. So
at
again,
least understand.
Right.
AI.
Get it so you can understand it.
Like when the smartphones came out.
Yes.
A lot of people probably still had.
Yeah.
Regular rotaries.
Man, we had. I remember when the first iPhone, because before that we was Blackberries and.
Palm Trio.
Yeah, the two-way pagers.
Netflix.
Come on now.
I mean, what is it?
The iPods. Yeah. All of that. Like getting an iPod was a big deal. And now we got phones. I be looking half of the time at these updates on these iPhones. And sometimes I just want to go get a flip phone.
Yeah, right. Now you a dumper. Right, you feel like,
Listen, you texting the same number multiple times just to create a text message. Yeah. But no, it has its pros and cons. I just think that the phone is so smart is dumb.
Yeah.
It's smart is dumb.
I mean, like, for it to be a smartphone, I'm like, why don't you just already know what I'm about to type in here? Like,
exactly.
I can get off the phone with dude, or I'm texting this person.
Yeah, like you're invading my privacy.
But you already, why not just go the extra mile then?
And that's the thing we got to touch on when we come back from break, the privacy part of AI, because a lot of people don't read through that stuff. So again, we are tapped in live with Jazz, Tyler, and Meech. Call us. We want to hear from you. Join the chat, 833-212-1017. We are going to break to go pay some bills. We will be back. Do not touch that dial.
May is Skilled Trades Month, a time to celebrate the hands-on careers that keep our communities and our economy moving forward. At Junior Achievement, students learn that great careers don't always start behind a desk. With support from Komatsu, students are exploring opportunities in skilled trades, advanced manufacturing, engineering, and technology in Milwaukee's Harbor District. Thank you, Komatsu, for helping inspire the next generation of builders, problem solvers, and innovators. Learn more at ja.org.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flysshf.org and ask for an application.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Roll out the winning this May at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. Have a barrel of fun with your share of $300 grand. Just play with your rewards card for entries, and Thursday night you could hit a home run. Plus, your May drawing entries all count towards the Big League Series prize drawing in June. It's Tic Tac Home Run, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's one call, that's all with Gruber Law Offices. If you or a loved one is ever injured in an accident, do not hesitate to make one call, that's all to Gruber Law Offices because they stand up for victims and they take the burden off your shoulders. They focus on the legal aspect while you can focus on healing. And not only do they do that, they also provide the best care and there is no fee until they win your case. Call them today at 414-276-6666 or visit them at gruber-law.com.
All new drinks are now at McDonald's with refreshers like the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher and the Mango Pineapple Refresher with popping boba, to crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry flavors and cold foam. Who knew ice cold drinks could be so fire? 6 all new drinks are here now at McDonald's.
Refreshers contain caffeine.
101.7 The Truth. We are live and direct. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. I am here with my homeboy, my player partner, Digi Meech.
Tap in.
Tap in, Meech.
What's the word?
So before we went to break, we were talking about, we talked to Dr. Biko Baker, who is actually a professor at UWM, and he mentioned the artificial intelligence and how professors in college need to pretty much get up to speed with AI in order to cater to the 21st century. And then that led us into the conversation about AI, just our experience in general, right? And one of the things that frightens me the most is the privacy, right? Like when we are updating our phones, when we are just clicking
agree,
yes,
that's
it. We're not reading nothing.
To everything. Because, I mean, at this point,
it's nothing you could do.
To the average user, it's like...
Yeah. If you don't press agree, you can't use the phone.
And they already got everything on us.
And they already have it.
You already pressed it last time.
But it's still, to your point earlier, read it to understand.
You know how much stuff they got? The terms of use. They got...
Put it in ChatGPT.
The data policy. Put it in chat, bust it down for you.
Tell Chat to...
What's going on in this?
Tell ChatGPT to paraphrase it.
No, you're
Give
right.
me a
We call
synopsis.
it ChatGPT.
GBT.
No, but the privacy, not even just with AI. Like Black people, we got to start reading the privacy. Everything that we have to start paying
Facebook
attention.
For 20 years, and you ain't read nan one of them.
Ain't
things.
read
you
nothing.
read every comment.
Ain't
you ain't read the privacy notice.
Ain't read the privacy notice. And then you wonder why, even with the updates on your phone.
Now your stuff in the data link.
I'm trying to tell you. Man, listen, make you want to go get a degree in cybersecurity or something. Just something to where you can really break all of this stuff down, right? Break it down. But how do you feel about that? What Biko said about professors adapting to, or just teachers, educators in general, adapting to AI and allowing it inside of their classrooms?
You have to. I mean, when cars start changing, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
When stuff start changing, there's people out here with no cell phones. I know people don't have cash apps.
Yeah.
How you expect you to get some money?
That's a
you ain't
fact.
got no cash app.
I don't use
Ain't nobody
cash
finna
app.
ride down on you and bring you $20 no more.
You're right. You have to have some payment platform. Like
Cash
it's
is $5. If I gotta bring you 20, it's 15 now. If I gotta bring it to you, it's almost 10. I'm not bringing it to you if I gotta bring it to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't got it.
And it's so crazy because I was just saying this to my sister the other day. Like, society is so like everything is AI and digital to the point where I forget I don't even carry cash no more.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
somebody asks you, you got $20? Like, oh, they expecting the cash.
Yes.
You gonna say no?
Yes.
Like,
and then too, so when we talked about earlier how my students when they have essays and they utilize ChatGPT and they all have the same answers, is that considered as plagiarism? It's artificial intelligence, but is that considered as plagiarism?
It's the same thing if you give them multiple choice and they all select the same answers. Now this AI, or are they just smart, or that's just the answer,
or that's just the answer. Yeah, but if it's giving everybody the same answer, then it's like, how do you separate that? You know,
that might be the answer to the question,
though. But we talking essays.
I mean, okay.
You know, literally, they would type in something, and then it's the same exact 3.
Okay, now we
paragraphs.
all doing volcanoes at the science fair.
Right.
That's just what it is. You know, anybody, his volcano a little bigger, his erupting, his is not. Pause. You know.
Pause.
Right, pause.
Pause.
What you say? We just gonna all do a collective project together. It's a group effort, right?
Man, look.
It's a group effort. Tap in with us to let us know your thoughts. 833-212-1017. Chris, we got you on the line. Thank you for tapping in with Jazz and Mech. What's the word?
What's the word? I'm not gonna lie. I've been hearing y'all discussion about AI, and honestly, I 100% agree. I 100% agree that the fact that not only is AI the concept of AI being used and slowly upgrading based off of our own performance. It's like a whole construct. It's like a whole programming built off of feeding off of you, and it gets to a point where where it feeds off you so much where it knows yourself. It knows you better than you know yourself.
So how much do you use AI?
I don't quite use it a lot, actually. Fun fact. Okay, listen. I know that's hard to believe. I promise, but I swear to you. I was believe it or not, I was always the kid people will assume will use AI, but I never even knew that you could use AI for homework until my senior year of high school. I'm now a freshman in college now.
So what college you go to?
I go to UW-Madison. I'm a part of this cool little scholarship called First Wave as a musician.
Wow.
Okay, tell us about that.
Congratulations, too.
Yeah, thank you so much. For my scholarship it's the scholarship called First Wave. It's about hip hop and urban arts. And basically there'd be concepts or things that we always want to fight against. So they let us do performances, do protests in Madison about everything that we believe is wrong. AI is one of them. Because a lot of the time when people use AI, even if it's a concept you built on your own, it's not right. It's not really your mind. It's the AI building based off of what is an AI building and building evidence that may or may not even be true. Because I found out even though AI tries to build stuff based off of facts, a lot of the time, if it can't give you an answer, it will give you a hypothesis based off of the answer you want it to be.
Wow.
Great job, Chris.
You know what, Chris? We need to get you down here so you could do a whole seminar about this because, no, seriously, what you just said and the fact that you are a college student and you are doing music, is a plus as well. But what you just said was a mouthful that it feeds off of us. That sounds like a bad, negative energy.
Sounds like a parasite.
It does sound like a parasite, which makes you wonder how often do you need to be using AI? AI is bad for you. Bad for your health.
But even if you could be the most positive person in the world, but AI will always try to steer you towards the negative outside of the insides of the world. It will always show you the bad things. Your algorithm that the AI builds could be something completely harmless, just food. Just it could be something like food, ASMRs, anything. But at the same time, if it senses a little bit of drama or collision in your life, it will start to give you nothing but straight violence in your algorithm. So you're seeing nothing but the bad things. And
Wow.
it kind of destroys a lot of people's mentalities towards a lot of things. Like as a musician, I be catching a lot of videos about the low percentage of musicians, the low amount of pay you get, all this to try to steer you off of the goal that you want to achieve.
Wow. So let me ask you this, Chris. Since you are in college for as a musician, what are your thoughts on what's the app called? Suno?
Suno.
Yeah.
AI in music.
Oh God, I get so many ads about it. I don't like it. I personally don't like Suno. A lot of artists in Madison, ironically, love Suno. They use it a lot. But as much as like, I kind of believe in the concept when it comes to music that, say for example, if you don't have the materials to create an idea that's been in your head since forever and you don't have the materials to use it, I can kind of understand the use in that concept because it's like you're using the limited resources that you have acquired.
Yeah.
But if you have everything lined up for you, everything that you could use to make it your own self and you're just doing it because you're lazy, I don't like that.
So basically, like if you're
And Suno is
talented enough, you got the equipment, you got, some resources as far as like songwriters, or you know how to write a song, or if you're in a studio or something like that, you think using Suno is not the route.
But if it's like somebody who doesn't have the resources, doesn't have the things that they need to create this song or the idea in their head, I can kind of accept it. The reason I say kind of is because AI is still technically bad. It's technically bad. Not even technically, really just bad in my eyes.
Yeah, Marty said that sounds like Satan, like Satan. So would you say that, Suno would be great for artists to use as a reference? Like if they create the lyrics and then add it in and use it as a reference song for a potential placement?
I don't like that, because then you're not, because like even though it's an idea you built, it's still kind of not truly yours.
It's artificial.
It's just something artificial that AI thinks will do good, and it may do good. It might shoot towards the moon, but then it's kind of questioning: do you really want your music to be processed by AI, or do you want it to be just truly yourself?
And I've always wondered too if all of the millions and billions of people in the world that uses AI, when you dump all of your information or questions in there, how much of it is being regurgitated, right? Like if I put something in there that's specifically pertaining to me, is that answer or that response being told to someone else as well?
I think when it comes to that, I think it bases a response based off of what it wants you to hear. Like it learns from what you look up, from what you do on your phone to everything, and then tries to build a response based off of that.
But
go ahead. And it's kind of like really weird, because like even though sometimes the like answer might be different, majority of the time, a lot of the time, it's only giving you answers to please you.
Which is dangerous. It sounds like a yes man to me. we don't do yes mans over here. You got to go.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you so much, Chris. If you don't mind, can you stay back? Don't hang up. We want to get your information and figure out how we can get you involved a little bit more,
I got him.
That'll actually be amazing.
Thank you for calling in. Yo, what you say, Zach? He was cooking. Man.
Let him cook.
He was cooking. He was cooking. We got to go to break, pay some bills. Once again, thank you for joining the Tapped In with Jazz, Tyler, and Mech. Give us a call, 833-212-1017. Do not touch that dial. We will be right back.
Tap in.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely, but thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
101.7 The Truth. It's your girl, Jazz Tyler. We in the building with Digi Mech at the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. AI, Mech. Shout out to Chris.
Allen Iverson?
AI, artificial intelligence.
Right.
Artificial intelligence.
Shout out to Chris, CB Legacy.
Yes. Shout out to the chat too, man. Shout out to the chat. They be rocking with us. You know, this our second day taking over, and they be rocking with us, man. You know, but as we was talking about AI and privacy and all of that stuff, we want to hear from y'all. You know, what's your thoughts? How do you feel about the current state of artificial intelligence and how is, you know, taking over? And again, I know that this is a common topic, but it's in the schools now. It's in the education. It's everywhere. You can't run. You can't hide. It's in your face.
It's everywhere.
What do we do about
it?
It's
on your email threads. It's in Google. It's everywhere. Like I was in a meeting because my AI been in the meeting actually for the last almost year and a half.
Wait. Who was you in a meeting with for a year and a half?
I can't say, but you know, it's our AI for our company been in the meeting for like a year and a half for us, just taking notes.
Really?
Really. I done forgot about this meeting. The AI been getting in. Sometimes they won't let him in. Sometimes they just forget that he in there.
Man.
And he in there taking notes. We basically have been removed from like the whole plan of what's going on with this meeting, but our AI's been like still taking notes.
You know, I was gonna mention that too. Even though I don't like it, it's a great assistant for meetings.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm getting great briefings from this AI
That is crazy. But I guess the disadvantage is tone. You can't hear the tone of whoever was in a meeting, so you don't really know in which capacity they're saying it.
No, they got screenshots.
What?
Everything. They got because people do like presentations, they take the screenshots of what's going on. People send stuff through the groups and stuff so the AI's getting everything you would get if he was in a meeting like the Zoom. It's going on the Zoom.
He said he has an AI assistant that has been in a meeting for the past year, over a year.
Yeah.
You a bad man, Meech.
I didn't even know, but
You a bad man.
That's crazy.
RC Creation Moose said to think people eventually want robots in their homes. Something with a microphone and camera connected to the internet. Cell phones are bad enough. Cell phones, TVs, everything in your home got an eye on you.
Yeah.
They got the what is that? They have the robot luggage and a robot vacuums and
that's been around.
I mean, a robot vacuum. That's fine.
Is it?
That's cool.
Is
that's
it?
what I'm saying. That's cool. I mean, but unless it's like it's voice activated. It records your voice.
No, like just a little one that automatically maps the floor and stuff.
I mean, some of them is voice automated, so it's recording your voice. It's recording the stuff you got in your home.
No, I think there should. No, yeah. See, that's more so my thought process.
Yeah.
How much information is being retained from this robot vacuum that's inside of your
square
home,
footage.
right?
It knows if you got a sock on the floor. It knows
the layout.
That's because it's using sensors. It's not using like cameras or microphones or anything. It's using sensors around the perimeter of it or whatever, the circumference.
So
I was gonna say it sounds like a setup to me.
DKI.
No, the whole layout. No, I know the whole layout of the house. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
Hey, Madi said, "Do AI pay child support?"
I wish they should.
I know that's right. That's hilarious.
Back to Suno though.
Mm-hmm.
We was talking about Suno, and I got a friend that's a songwriter in Detroit, and he like recently got some placement opportunities.
Yeah.
In Atlanta, and he's been like using AI to write his songs, like to reference his tracks.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think that's bad because he don't have no studio.
Yeah.
He can't
sing.
Can't
rap.
sing.
Yeah.
He could rap, but he don't have the studio. But when you referencing tracks, you kind of need someone to reference them for you. You know what I mean? So I think in that frame, but then again, there you go. Taking the lyrics.
Yep.
If somebody else wants to create a song similar and you just uploaded the song to Suno, is they referencing your song to generate something for this person?
Well, so I do agree that with using it as references, especially because I don't know how to sing, right? So if I'm writing an R&B song, I don't want to get a mediocre singer. I want to get somebody that actually knows how to sing. And I'm not gonna lie, I've downloaded some records from Suno, like artists, and it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like the songs are uplifting,
But
they're amazing.
Marion that you had on earlier, his brother J-Lo, that I'll be working with.
Yeah.
He yesterday, like the other day when I was mixing some songs, I was playing a song for him. I was like, yeah, this AI. Somebody AI got an AI hook. He was like, oh, I don't feel it no more. Like right away. He was, I don't feel it no more.
No, I feel it, but I think the issue is a lot of the AI artists sound like the singers. You can't tell the difference between.
I mean, it's
some
too
of them.
perfect.
Yeah,
almost.
it is. It is. It's like using flex pitch at 100%.
Yeah, but you like if once you know it's AI,
yeah,
I don't feel it either.
Yeah.
I can't. It's hard. Ain't nobody singing this.
Yeah, but some of them, this song I got, this woman empowerment song, man, I'm trying to tell you.
It's not a
but
person
somebody
to
who wrote the
feel. Like,
lyrics.
I have to, like the thing about music is
I get
you
what you're
want to
saying.
relate to the person who's singing
Absolutely.
the song.
Well, I just have to take that one song. I'm sorry. I got one. That's about all AI gonna get up out of me. Okay.
I'm gonna play this AI record later on in the show. One of our shows is the AI record we doing to produce violence.
Yeah.
It's called Dear Milwaukee.
Come on now.
UGHI.
Let's go, Meech, with the AI
They
artists.
got Cuckoo Cow, Baby Drew, Destiny Lynn, and Black Shife.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Shout out Cuckoo, Baby Drew, and Black Shife, man. Yo, so my first experience with AI was like up close and personal with the robots was the Waymo cars in Arizona.
Ooh, you seen that? I seen something where they just
spinning in around the roundabout.
Yes.
And somebody was in the car.
No, nobody in the car.
Man, I promise you, stuck in the car.
It's
what
about
happened
30
is
of them showed up.
I seen that one, but this one, when I was down there, someone was in the car and it was going around. It was construction. So however the car works, it wasn't notified or it didn't get the notification that construction is right there. So it's just going. And then what you're talking about, that's like that. What's that movie with what is it? The Last Light, like Leave the World Behind.
Oh yeah, on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either, like, Leave the World Behind or Don't Look Up or something like that.
Yeah.
You're talking about where all the Teslas got on the highway and stuff and just cut off on location. Yeah.
Yes,
I think that's Leave the World Behind.
So that reminded me of that with the Waymos.
Yeah.
Where it was like a whole bunch just driving out the block. Like, where they going? They rolling deep too. That's scary. That's scary. On top of, when you go down there, you see the Waymos, but you also see the food delivery robots. They be riding the streets.
They got them with Notre Dame. My daughter said it scared her one time.
It's the freakiest thing ever. Like, it's a machine that's literally in the street, leaving a restaurant with my food out in the open. First of all, okay? It's already bad enough.
Like the drone drop off.
Yes.
Food things.
And Amazon packages. Like, it's too much.
I mean, I don't know. Just growing up in this generation, it's just so much stuff popping up that you don't even really pay no attention.
You don't. But I'm just saying, I think there should be some lines that should not be crossed when it comes to AI. Like, just sitting in a car where there's no driver. First of all, anybody getting in a car that don't have a driver got a problem, okay? I'm not getting in a car if ain't no person in there. What is we doing?
My father said Menards been had robot floor cleaners.
I didn't know that. You know what? I have wood floors all throughout my house, so maybe I do need to get a robot cleaner.
You've been to a store where something AI was going on in there.
Yeah, I've seen it, but it's levels to this, man.
I mean, now that the self-checkout line.
Oh, and don't get me started on that. Because Walmart, and I already don't like shopping there. When you go there, it's nothing but self-checkout.
Not no more. Not on 40th. I was kind of glad they got all the cashiers back over there off of Greenfield.
They need to put them back everywhere.
I was so happy because it's like you see people working, and then it's like the lines is so quicker now. No, they're not long. They get long, but it's like so quicker.
I'm going to the wrong Walmart then.
40th of Greenfield.
I need to go over there because every time I go, it's self-checkout. Everything is self-checkout. And when you calling somebody and the order, everything is just AI. Man.
Yeah, I want to talk to somebody. Like, I don't be wanting to just sit down. Like, I'm not a cashier.
I be like, I cuss the AI person out on the phone.
I did too. We was going at like, what was that?
You stupid.
I think it was like through the iPads, like through through the traffic thing.
You dumb. Then you just hear me say I want to talk to somebody.
Through a toll, they wouldn't let the thing up. They came up on the radio. What's going on? I got the sensor. What's happening? They know I want $5. Like, oh my God.
Like, come on, man. We're not doing this. I'm not about to have a conversation with somebody that don't exist. Give me a person so I can handle my business and get off my line.
And then Habib come on there.
I'll take Habib over the AI.
Yeah.
Hey. I will. At least I'm talking to somebody. Oh, man, you are officially tapped in with Jazz, Tyler, and Mech. We are headed to commercial break to pay this last bill. Before we get on up out of here, do not touch that dial.
What's the word, Milwaukee? It's your favorite producer, Mech. Don't just check in. Tap in with Jazz, Tyler.
Tap in. We are live and direct Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. And I am your host, Jazz Tyler. This platform is for the youth, the voices of the city. We are here to remind the world that your voice matters. Hit us up, tap in, and let us know what's on your mind because the time is now. Tap in.
At UW Milwaukee, students don't have to wait until college to start building their future. Roar Ready lets students K through 12th grade join in hands-on programs across campus. From science and tech to arts, sports, and more, students try new things, meet new people, and build skills that matter. Programs are led by UW Milwaukee faculty, staff, and current students. And it's easy to register online. Get started today at uwm.edu/roarready. UW Milwaukee. Roar Ready. Your child's future starts here.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
All new drinks are now at McDonald's, with refreshers like the Strawberry Watermelon Refresher and the Mango Pineapple Refresher with popping boba, to crafted sodas like the Sprite Berry Blast with berry flavors and cold foam. Who knew ice cold drinks could be so fire? 6 all new drinks are here now at McDonald's.
Refreshers contain caffeine.
Big trucks can be intimidating. If you've been seriously injured in a truck crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Trucking law can be extremely complicated. You don't want to take on the insurance company alone. Gruber Law Offices has the experience, the resources, and of course, the results. We know truck law. We know the rules and regulations. We know what it takes to win. Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
101.7 The Truth. We are live and direct. I'm your host, Jazz Tyler. My big brother, my player partner, Digi Meech in the building. Meech, what's the word? Let's go. What's the word?
Almost done for the day, but
almost done for the day. Before we hop back into it, I just want to give some shout out. Shout out to my brother Ray, Nitty, and Shannon.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Ray and Shannon,
the segment before this, and shout out to Bailey and Homer Blow. You know, big shout out to Homer Blow. He's also responsible for my career. You know, that's a good brother right there. Shout out to my client, my brother, Myron Jewell. Hometown hero, congratulations. He got his first tour that he kicked off a few weeks back with the comedy. If you don't know me, now you do. Make sure y'all get y'all
congratulations,
tickets.
Myron.
Yeah, yes indeed. Yes indeed. So back to this AI, right? How much of AI do you think you use on a daily basis, Meech?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I got a little trapper car, so ain't no AI in there.
See?
I don't even got
I need to
electric
get
windows.
like you.
I don't think.
Get like you.
So ain't no AI in there. I mean, I'm using AI like on like beat programs to like remove stems from beats or samples and stuff like that. Auto-tune is AI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's I've been using that for 20 years.
Mahdi said, Jazzie, over $1 trillion is being invested in AI. They can't stop data centers. A Japanese trillion is behind the data center idea.
Yeah, the thing with the data centers that like I don't think they only mad at the data centers because it's using the water. Like I was gonna say that to our guy that's from Memphis earlier.
Yeah.
Because I seen something that she brought us. The water was black as my phone.
Yeah.
And that's been the thing, a narrative going around with the data centers that how much water it's using. You know, we might, it's many data centers coming up. Like the water around the data center.
It's the problem.
It's the problem.
That's the problem.
To keep it cool, you got to keep the data center cool.
Yeah. So Zach just put back up the poll from our conversation earlier about our schools setting kids up for the most success, and is college still necessary? 36% said no, they don't do enough. The other 36% says yes, but college is a choice. 17% said yes, they are learning. 5 fine, 11% no, and college is necessary.
Yeah.
Is AI necessary in school and college? That's a conversation we're gonna have to have.
I mean, it's not about if it's necessary or not. It's embedded into everything. It's kind of like you said, like they getting food delivered already.
Yeah. Well, Biko kind of already said it. As a professor, you got to get with it if you want to be able to teach the 21st century. Mm-hmm. It's a part of life, you know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Well, welcome to the new world.
I think AI is a big influence in music right now. At least social media. At least in 2026, we've been seeing a lot of AI generated videos, photos. You could tell when somebody dropped the AI cover artwork for their song. It's all looking the same.
Biko is the AI king, man. You see what Ray posted? He said, man, Biko got to stop, man. He tagged the AI picture. My eyes was blinking. I was like, oh, snaps, man. They got a different angle and everything. Boy, and then they have the photos, which is, I guess, depending on the person can be great, but photos of people, loved ones who passed, and the AI brings them back to life in a sense, like it's so many different layers with this, man. Much love to you too, Marty. Thank you for tapping in. He said, Jazz and Meech, much love. Be safe. I got to go to bed. Got to get up at 4 a.m. to build data centers. I will see y'all pick tomorrow.
So, I mean, but is there any job at the data center, or is it all AI?
You know what? That's a good question, Meech.
Bruh.
You don't know? You don't know?
I mean, peace. Clearly, somebody got to do something.
Man, imagine that.
Somebody got to cut the water on, right?
A complete data center, and you still need humans.
Yeah.
Isn't that a trip?
An AI data center that need humans? I mean, kids might as well start filling out apps.
Yeah,
AI
absolutely.
Applications.
Somebody has to create whatever happens internally. However it is that they build the technology with the coding and all of that.
That's what I was going to say. I think it goes back to having a coding job.
Yeah.
But AI's coding.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
But AI can code for you.
Now, peep this, right? Let me, this is a cold setup. Think about how many commercials over the past 10 to 15 years was dedicated towards medical assistant and billing and coding, or just coding in general. They kept trying to get people to do coding, and no one understood why. We did not understand why. And now we sitting back and now they're bumping it up with the cybersecurity.
I was coding on MySpace.
Oh yeah, I think we all was. I
was coding on MySpace.
Woo, that MySpace coding was a different breed right there.
Man. I never had a MySpace.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He never had a MySpace.
Black Planet, nothing?
He don't know what that. He's not even.
I'm only 28.
Wow.
You old.
So for those who are not aware, MySpace is
one of the first social media platforms.
Yeah. It was Black Planet, then MySpace, and Pax. Remember Pax?
Yeah, Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Blew up off of MySpace. So,
yeah.
He was the first rapper
MySpace,
to blow up off of social media.
Rico Love actually hit me on MySpace when I was like 18, man. Like, MySpace was so authentic because you could really talk to your favorite artists. Like it became realistic, because prior to social media, it was like the reason why people were fanned out because you never seen them unless you went to a concert or something. But yeah, shout out to what was his name? Tom? No, not Tom.
Yeah.
Was it Tom?
It's Tom.
Yeah, and then he was like your first friend,
So Alfonso said his jobs at the data centers training. They would fly you out for training.
Wow. Yeah. So even if you aren't, I say this, if AI isn't for you, at least make some money off of it. Go get a degree, go get something to where you can run it and do something and make some money off of it if that's what you choose to do.
I mean, at some point, everybody's going to have their assigned artificial intelligence.
They are. Madi, make that money. Don't let that money make you.
I feel like you're going to have your own assistant, and you're not going to get rid of him. You have to train him like a dog.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree. Well, once again, folks, thank you so much for tapping in with us today. Tomorrow, almost. We almost at that time. You know, it's been a great time with you, Meech. It's been a great time. Tomorrow we have some special guests on. We have youth from Howard Fuller Collegiate Academy, the high school campus located in the Arts District, Bronzeville. Shout out to Alderwoman Cox. Shout out to Principal Coates and all of the great people over there at Howard Fuller. Shout out to Notes for Notes, the staff, Nick Grace, Casey, Dev, Day, everybody. Kalea will be in the building. Melinda will be in the building. Zakira will be in the building. Torian will be in the building. It's going down. Amir.
Yeah, we got Amir for 414 Life.
Yeah, it's going down
doing
tomorrow.
Great CVI work in the streets.
You know, and it's going to be amazing to actually see someone who is doing CV work in the streets, you know, live in the studio with youth and figuring out a way to get them more involved with that as well. And just having them utilize their voices in music for causes like what we do outside of here. You know, so
the influence is there.
Absolutely. I'm excited. You know, we appreciate everybody that tuned in. We understand that, you know, change is different and everyone is not receptive to change, but we are extremely grateful that you guys are giving us a chance, tapping in with us. We invite you to come back Monday
shout
to
out
Friday.
everybody in the chat.
Yeah, they be
Keeping
getting
us
down
busy
with
today.
us. Absolutely.
Great questions, great information in the chat. Thanks for voting.
We want y'all to come back. Shout out to my sister Trina. She in Florida. She's listening. Shout out to all of the supporters. Shout out to Miss Lisa, to Meech's mom. Man, she called in today, said at her age, she's still in college because she still want to keep her mind occupied. You heard?
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Pops in the
Mama
chat.
Lisa.
He talking about great topics, great show.
Yeah, we getting busy, but we invite you all to come back Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. We will be here. Again, you are tapped in with Meech and Jazz. Thank you all so much. Happy Hump Day. Go outside and enjoy that weather. Peace.